Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet and of YouTube, and welcome to Final Fantasy Chronicles of Eno, Interlude 2. Doing something a little different today, as I'm sure you've noticed, on the grounds that one of our players for the main campaign, Lumina, can't join us this week, so we decided to run a little one-shot with a couple of newcomers. So, allow me to introduce our roster of players for today. We have, first up, Black Dragon Productions, or Ari, whichever you prefer, playing, I believe the name is Preya?
Hello.
Yeah, you are playing Preya, the cleyran ninja.
Prayer for our successor.
Son of a bitch, Tom. Off to a great start. I'm loving this already. We're off to a great start. Next up, we have Darkness, who is playing Varian, another cleyran ninja.
Who is also choking on some good old alcohol-free cider. Hey, everyone.
Nice.
You had one job.
You had
You
one
made me
job.
laugh.
We have Tom117Z playing Vral, our male Viera ranger watcher.
Not an elf.
Not an elf.
And a dude. How about that? Shocking, right?
Yeah, this ain't right. Something's gone wrong. We have Hades Shadow 92 playing Ronva, our female Viera black mage.
Explosion!
Exactly.
Roland is quitting already.
And last, we have Mystic, who is playing Rala, our female Viera white mage.
Hello.
So, yes, a couple of newcomers who have never played the system before and are also, I'm pretty sure this is their first time on a recording like this, so things are probably going to be kind of slow and kind of chill as they get accustomed to the game and the system, so it's kind of a slower pace session. Bear with us on that, but it's only a one-shot, so shouldn't be
a couple
too
dozen
big of an
people actually watched this particular series. It's mostly for our own looking back and using for transcripts later.
Right? Okay, so with that then, allow me to go ahead and bring us into the start of this session. So, give me just a second to get some music going. Welcome to the Somlana Empire and Jungle. A verdant, vibrant place of monolithic trees that coil and spiral amongst themselves, strange and exotic animals, flora of every shape, shade, and alchemical property imaginable. And in recent years, the battlefield of a bitter, bloody war. On the one side, the valiant forces of the Viera and the Cleyrans, the inhabitants of the jungle, and the joined founders of the Somlana Empire, fighting desperately to protect their gradually dwindling homeland. On the other, the demonic legions of Hades, not you, a former cleyran sage whose flesh and soul were twisted into the visage of his feared god of death, decay, and gatekeeper of the cleyrans' underworld.
We totally killed that guy.
A few hundred years in the future from now, yes. A terrible miasma of Hades' make spreads across the jungle, poisoning all it touches, called the Koalit Scourge. In its wake, trees and fields are reduced to so much rotting muck. Flesh and blood is contorted into new nightmarish abominations to serve the demon's ends. And entire communities have been sent to their untimely and grisly ends. This war has waged for many years now, and all of you have been fighting in it on behalf of the Empire for at least a few years now, some more than others. Each of you enlisted for your own reasons, but the battle has been no less of a struggle. Nevertheless, in spite of the sorrows and the trials you have each individually endured on your varying fronts, you remain tall, proud, and ready for the next challenge. A challenge that came to you in the form of a new assignment. From your various places scattered across the Empire, you have all been summoned forth to the remote village of Aktamra. The settlement has long served as a testing facility for new magical defenses against Hades' legions, and a staging ground for forays deeper into his territory. Some few days ago, the commander of the outpost's garrison, a cleyran dragon knight known as Fratley, sent a request for reinforcements to the capital, and your superior saw fit to send you to answer his call. To prevent demonic forces from deducing the details of your intents and mission, the orders you received were vague. You were simply instructed to report to Frattley in Octamra for finer details without delay. And it is upon your arrival in the village that our tale begins. At the gates of Octamra, 3 wandering bands now come together after a long journey. Rala and Ranva in one group, Preya and Varian in another, and Vral, ever the lone wolf, on his own, converge at the gates.
Does he see Ronva?
Yes, you all see
He
each
starts
other's.
walking in the opposite direction.
And Rhonda immediately, no! Just goes in and tackles Logan.
Ronva, it has been a long time.
You know, it could kill you to write.
The only thing I write is the tombstones of my enemies.
Sure, Mr. Grimdark. Sister, this is the guy I'm talking about. Come
There's
here.
another one.
And she drags him all the way over to her sister.
Okay. So, Vral, you're greeted to the sight of a viera woman who stands at about the same stature as Ranva, but the attire is what you recognize as belonging to a... Shit, my mind blanked. the equivalent of a Somlana white mage, a healer. Dressed in the flowing whitish robes, on her back you see this long staff that looks oddly face-like at its end. It's just kind of 2 big, googly, empty, like knots in a tree trunk that look to be in place of eyes, just looking at you.
Greetings, White One.
Hello. It's a pleasure to meet you. I've heard a lot from my sister.
Mild-mannered. Are you the good one?
Mother has said that I am the good one compared to my sister.
What are you talking about? I'm fine.
Hmm. And these other 2,
So Vral is addressing the 2 cleyrans, sort of who are moving more quietly and gently than the rest of you, who have just kind of been lingering on the outsides of this conversation. Preya, Varian, you 2 have been addressed by Vral.
Samurai Swiftblade was white. You are a tall one, and a bold one.
Hi.
just hi.
It's quite the way for me to introduce her to say hi, just hi.
Allow me to introduce ourselves. I am Fayan Temra, and this is Preya Temra, my twin sister.
More twins.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Lovely.
Well, I can already tell this is going to be a fun little group.
Rama just leans down and just shakes his hand. Nice to meet you.
Do you want to quickly write all these names that's in the chat since some of them are new and want to forget them?
Sure, yeah, I'm writing him down. Varian,
Probably
Preya,
best to shake only
Ranva,
my left
Rala,
hand, not my right.
Vral.
I have a deadly blade on that side. Don't want to accidentally stab you.
It wouldn't be the first time.
You certainly have stories.
Oh, I love stories. I have plenty of stories. Just
Indeed, you never stop telling them.
oh, you love my stories and you know it.
It's all I had on the way to that owl.
You do tend to drag on with your stories.
And how many of them end with you lighting on fire?
Huh?
Okay.
Who said that?
You look around for a second, but you don't see anyone else.
Can I
Perhaps the
roll
shadows have voices.
awareness?
Roll awareness.
Oh.
That sounded like a Moogle voice.
That's not a move.
Moogles out here?
No, there'll be no Moogles.
Raul didn't say that. That was Tom saying that.
No, I assure you, Tom, it's not a Moogle.
Right. God, so much fun. 10.
10. Okay, 1 second. I need to wait for something.
I am so sorry. My mom was asking me.
You're fine.
Okay.
You're okay.
But you just made it for the best part.
Oh, it feels like you know things.
Oh, I do. And so does Hades.
We know.
This is
We
distressing.
know things.
I'm meant to be the one that know about these things.
The tables have turned, Tom.
Okay,
like
Mystic,
it.
did you see the little ping I left you in the chat there?
Oh, I did not. I'm sorry.
Ah, I can't proceed until you respond to that.
We're all set to busy.
Yeah, it's in the Roll20 chat, not the Discord.
Okay. You said it's just a regular roll, I'm guessing.
It would be 2d6 plus the appropriate skill. Are you using physical dice, or are you going to use Roll20?
Roll 20 because I don't have physical dice.
Right, that would be slash roll and then space 2d6 plus the appropriate skill number. If you don't have any numbers in that skill, it would just be 2d6.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. There you go.
8. Okay. Vral. As you are looking around for the source of the mysterious voice, your eyes land on the staff hanging out on Rala's back again, and you see the eyes just kind of look away from you. Look straight ahead. Avoiding eye contact.
I think you have something clinging to you. If it's bothersome, I could dispatch it.
No, don't do that.
The staff suddenly turns its head to look at you. I beg your pardon, mister.
Am I seeing?
Eh?
Touch me without permission, I'll bite your fingers off.
What is Raul seeing right now?
You are seeing a staff talking to you. And
Staff.
Are we all seeing this or only...
everyone is seeing this. The staff is talking in the open.
Okay.
This is sister. Would you like to introduce your friend?
Yes, because I don't come across talking as more often.
I take it back. Your family has no good
I've
ones.
seen a lot of things, but that's something.
I take offense to that.
Me too. Rala is the
This is-
best little cinnamon bun you ever did see. If you contest that, I'll bite your toes off.
I like
Can you do
it.
my brother
Try
first?
it. I need kindling for our next campfire.
Can I just take the staff and hit him?
How hard?
And thus, the party killed themselves. The end.
And also,
Bonk.
and also,
Yeah,
and also, Zach, can you do my brother first, then me?
I may have killed many, but that staff deserves to live.
Damn right.
We shall see. Now, this has already started to devolve. I should have known the moment I saw a certain face, Rhonda. But I believe we were called here for a reason.
I don't blame
Yes, which is probably not to slay another giant owl. Unfortunately, me and my sister missed that.
Yeah,
That's,
you two
know.
had your own little initiation.
There was another clearan with us at the time, who I have not seen since. I can only assume that he has been slain by the servants of Hades.
You wish.
Oh my lord.
He's pretty stubborn. Or even though he is a bit more of a pacifist than I will not deny he has impressive skill that oversees my own, so I wish not to challenge him.
You learned your lesson from last time.
Well, how was I supposed to know he was gonna knock me out in like 2 hits?
Yeah, whatever.
Well, male twin, do you have any more information on why we were summoned?
Male twin? Excuse him, you.
Yeah, don't worry about it. He's not very good with names.
I do not know what you mean, Ronva.
So he took a beating from an owl just for him to remember my name.
And also, you call him Edgelord. I give you permission for that.
The correct term, my dear sister, is Shadow Lord. Anyway, you're the
I still
one
call
to
you
talk.
Edgelord.
I remember the time when you were much younger. You want to be known as the Maiden of Light.
Oh, shut up!
Maidens
That
of
was
light,
years ago.
warriors of light, no such thing.
Meanwhile, some are
Listen, that
centuries
was
into the
years
future,
ago.
Mika's ears start burning.
And also, brother, for your information, that was years ago when I was young. So shut up.
True, but you're still my little sister.
So we're at the gates of a city, did you say? Or a fort?
Village, sort of a fort village. Yeah. Looking at it, it's a very pleasant little place. The buildings are constructed of this sort of typical Somlanan architecture, big stone blocks that are kind of partially encased in moss in a lot of places, giving it this sort of aged and weathered, but in a deliberate and artistic fashion sort of look. The buildings are largely built up into these sort of vaguely pyramid-esque shapes. You can see doors on the various levels, so even though it's like only has like a small handful of buildings in total, like maybe 20 buildings, you estimate maybe 80 to 100 cleyrans and maybe a few fewer viera could comfortably live here with room to spare in their homes, as the various pyramids have multiple levels, each with their own, domiciles. So it's compact and vertical. You can see a collection of wooden watchtowers sort of scattered around, some built into trees, others standing on their own. You can see various viera standing atop, bows out. They don't appear to be watchers based on their attire, just general archers, but they're keeping a good watch, sentry. And you can see the largest of these pyramids further towards the back that you would imagine to be this location's garrison, based upon the more intense fortifications on the various windows and doors, as well as the little slightly tattered banners flying from its peak.
Raul approaches the guards, and the summons we have, were they actual like slips of paper or anything we can show?
The notes came with a seal that you were instructed to show to indicate, hey, it's us.
Who was it was seeing again?
The commander of the garrison, a dragon knight named Fratley.
We have received summons. A knight by the name of Fratley.
The guard you show it to, a cleyran, scrutinizes the seal for a second before nodding. Ah, good. Reinforcements. Head on in. He'll be waiting for you at the top. And he steps aside.
Well then, shall we?
Well, of course, my blade goes dull and requires blood.
Yeah, I haven't.
Here we go.
Yeah, I haven't blown up something in days. Come on, sister.
Never a dull moment with that one. All right.
I can tell.
All right, so you make your way into the garrison, and it is remarkably quiet within. There are not nearly as many troops scattered about as you might expect from such a location. And looking around for a little bit, you soon get the impression that that this is why you were called in as reinforcements. The garrison is dwindling. But after traversing through the stone halls for a little bit, you eventually make it to the summit. And at the top of this building, you find an older-looking cleyran dressed in the armor of a dragon knight, various spikes. He has a big lance sheathed across his back. He's looking out over the forest from the topmost window, eyes narrowed in scrutiny. And as you're stepping in, pushing open the door, His ears twitch, perk up, and he looks back at the rest of you. Ah, you must be the reinforcements I called for, yes?
Indeed.
Yep.
Hey,
Looking sharp as ever, I see.
what do we need to kill?
You are straight to the point. I like that. Now then. Fratleap sits down at a little desk he has sort of tucked away near the back of the room. To give you the rundown, as I'm sure you know, Octomra has been serving as a testing facility of sorts for a long while. Various potential means of defense against Hades' hordes are worked on. The most recent effort of ours was an arcane stone known as the Cor-On stone, a potent item of green magic. Our local sage fashioned it, and what it did is it created a large barrier over the entire village that kept any form of demonic essence from entering. A near impenetrable defense, so long as it remained affixed to its fixture, the top of this building. As you can tell, it is not here now. We are not entirely sure what happened, why it vanished, but we have theories.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. What was it on top of the building?
A magic stone called the Cor-On stone that projected a barrier over the village. And it has since gone missing.
Was there not even guards to protect it? How could something so important as go missing?
There were guards, yes. But the thing is, well, given the fact that it would be impossible for demons to enter this place or those infected with the scourge, well, given our limited garrison in this place to try and keep eyes off of it, we might not have put as many guards around it in the initial phase as we probably should have. We were too confident in the protection it granted.
Amber is insidious. It will find a way.
So I have learned.
So by this understanding, you want us to go and find the culprits.
Find the
retrieve the crystal.
Precisely. Locate what is responsible, cut them down, and bring us back the stone if it yet remains. I would send my own men to do it, but there are innocent civilians here, and shortly after the stone was taken, we were attacked. With this village's location now known, I can't afford to spare the manpower on a potentially long-term search with so many innocent lives unprotected. I have to keep them guarded.
Are there any leads, or are we flying blind?
Not many leads, but one potential lead. The day before the stone went missing, a patrol was sent out into the woods. Only one troop returned from that patrol, citing he had been attacked, and that he had managed to get away in the chaos. He was battered and bruised, but he was patched up in no time. That night is when the stone disappeared, and he vanished along with it.
Has he confirmed how many targets there are?
I beg your pardon?
Like how many individuals or creatures?
I'm afraid I do
That's
not
what I was
know.
gonna say.
What was that, Ari?
That's what I was gonna say.
This traitor. Does he have a home here? Family, friends?
He was stationed here, but it's not the settlement he is from. He was from one of the larger cities.
Where did he sleep and keep his personal effects?
Here in the garrison, as with everyone else. His belongings have already been searched. We didn't find anything suspicious.
Do you have a map to indicate where their patrol went?
I do, as a matter of fact. He reaches down, pulls open a drawer, and pulls out this long scroll. Unfurls it, and you see a detailed map of the region. Various sort of scraggly, jagged circles indicating where large trees sort of obstruct the terrain. And he points along a dotted line that sort of weaves through the trees, what you recognize to be several miles up towards the north. They followed this route. On a good day, the route would have taken them 4 hours to complete, and they would have wound up back here, making a near half-circle circuit around the outer perimeter of this area. The troop wasn't able to confirm exactly where they were attacked, though I suspect he might have been withholding that information for one reason or another.
Interesting.
Yes?
I said interesting.
Ah, I thought you said testing.
Well, the longer we wait here, the more the culprits get away with it, so
Precisely.
I guess we'd be heading off out then.
We shall follow the previous patrol's route and see what we find.
Well, maybe Misia and Quetzalcoatl keep you all.
Indeed. And rest assured, there will be no survivors who committed such a hideous crime as this.
If you find the troop responsible for taking the stone, I want him back alive. I want him to stand trial.
Yeah, brother.
If that is what they wish, fair enough.
We won't be able to get
Unfortunate,
any information
but
if we
orders
can.
are orders.
I just have to count one off my list.
Okay, Ari's trying to
Yeah,
say
I'd rather
something?
keep it alive.
Sorry.
Never kind of try to give it one at a time.
Yeah, we got a lot of people in here, so...
Got it, kill the rest, but leave one.
Is slightly singed okay?
If he tries to resist arrest, use what force is necessary to bring him in. If that necessitates singeing him, by all means.
Yes!
And I'll make sure that my own brother doesn't beat him to a pulp.
Yes,
Oh,
please.
I'm more sophisticated than that.
We shall use whatever force is necessary to entrap some of the vile forces of Hades.
Got it.
Alright, if there are no other questions, then you should be on your way.
Indeed.
Alright, dismissed. And with that, he gets up from his desk and heads back to his window.
Then we must be away. We have a mission. Let us be about it.
Alright.
This is gonna be fun.
There is no fun.
Only
Sister
to end
finds
those
anything.
lives by the edge of my knife.
Loki looks over at you, Ranva, and you swear he's quirking a brow. How in the world did you work with this guy before?
Oh, trust me, it was hard. He was all grumpy and like, oh, don't talk to me. Oh, you.
Somebody had to keep you alive while you tried to headbutt an owl.
I didn't headbutt an owl. It headbutt me into a pond and ruined my hair.
I think I get used to you. You just remind me of old Swiftblade, except a little bit more ill-mannered and more crude than him, but not too shabby. Not too shabby at all.
You see? Someone knows good quality when they see it.
Indeed.
Oh my.
Your quality as a soldier isn't in question, Ranva. It is your unique personality.
Unique is one way to say it.
On that we can agree.
Love you too, sister. Gives
All
Ra a
right.
hug.
Okay. All right. So, with that, you take your leave from the garrison, I take it?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so you begin following the route that the previous patrol had taken through the woods. I would like whoever is leading the charge on this foray of the journey to make a survival check, please, or nature
Raul
check.
is certainly trying because he's a stubborn git.
Yeah, so nature check, if you would be so kind to lead the way
Unless
through the
anyone else is trying to lead.
I mean, I wouldn't say Vayan's leading. He's more scouting ahead because pretty much, I guess, pretty stealthy and wants to get the first hit on them if he can. So he's
Well,
probably
I'm-
just trying to pick up any tracks or anything.
Well, why don't you both roll?
Okay, yeah. Nature checks for
Yep.
both of you.
I can almost
would be
imagine like
awareness
Thrall
or
trying to
nature.
lead as like a watcher, seeing him try to do it and just slightly trying to get slightly further ahead.
Yeah, but yeah, nature
I
checks,
wonder
both of you,
why.
please.
Yeah. I am one with the shadows.
Oh my
And
God.
nature, it
Uh-oh.
seems. It's a critical success.
Are you serious?
Got a
Right
10.
there. You saw the wall, right?
Oh my god.
I got a
I
10.
told you, good sir, I do not forge walls.
He's
That is quite the
just
number,
got a lot of good luck.
I guess.
What a stupidly good luck.
All right,
Phew.
so a critical
I'm not
success
gonna-
for.
And a
All right, so a
10
critical
for
success
me.
for sneaking around, and a 10 just for leading the way.
Nature check is my 10. Yep.
All right, so you make your way deeper into the woods, and before long, the signs of civilization get swallowed up by the entangled foliage. And you are left to follow the path laid before you, but between your two rolls, you are able to find the lingering tracks left by the patrol's passage when they came through a few days back, and follow that well enough. Excuse me. It takes about an hour of movement.
Oh, wait, no, so hold on. 12. I get +2 to non-combat checks in Forest.
Right, okay, yeah. Watcher thing. Well, either way, you eventually, after some more walking, couple of hours of it, you eventually come to a clearing in which you don't even need a roll to see the lingering remains of what was a short but bloody battle. You can see some lingering weapons scattered around on the ground, smears of blood through the grass, what appear to be drag marks, some crumbled heaps of stone, but no bodies.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Appears I
Well,
missed
we-
quite the bloodbath.
Yeah, we missed the party.
Fight the battle.
What could have done this?
Demons, cultists. Things need a purging.
But no matter the foe, it's on my list.
Yeah,
What
only-
is this
only
list
one
of
to
yours
live.
you keep mentioning?
Oh, just to keep count of how many I've killed on my travels. So far I'm up to, let's see, 82. Hoping to reach 100.
I admire your dedication to killing the forces of Amber. I even share it, though the trophies are a bit excessive.
Bit morbid, if you ask me.
There's no use in it. It does not help you slay more and more and more.
What do you think I
There's
keep an
no-
eye on it for?
Oh, this is not just mere trophies or anything of that description. Just shows that I am getting more skilled as the days go on, and of course, still around, surviving.
Hearing
Yeah,
this,
keep one
Lo-
living.
hearing this, Loki whispers into your ear, Rala. We're just a walking band of neuroses, aren't we?
Be careful of that ego, male twin. It may be your undoing one day. There is nothing but the war and pragmatism dealing with it.
See? Neuroses.
True.
I can hear you, staff.
My name is Loki, for your information.
I'm aware, staff. I'm aware.
Just kind of
Don't mind
chants the air a
him,
bit.
Loki.
Alright, so what are you doing?
So how many bodies?
No bodies.
There's no bodies,
Oh, no bodies.
just blood.
There's some bloody
Armor,
spearing.
weapons.
A few,
Oh,
sca-
just blood.
a few scattered weapons. Some of them appear broken, and a few mounds of broken stone here and there.
Did you say there were drag marks?
Yeah,
Which-
bloody drag marks
which-
here. Dried but
Any-
present.
Studying them.
Any tracks indicate what attacked them?
Make a nature check.
$13.
I won't get it.
13. All right, so Vral, after all that bantering, you decide to get to work and you step forward and start surveying the scene. And looking around through all the various points of impact where feet might have scuffed along the ground when changing stances or moving quickly to dodge attacks, you see large, sort of round, uniform, but not perfectly circular indentations, as if a large, flat object rapidly pressed into the ground before moving away, like a footstep, but the shape of the indentation is flat on the bottom, as if there were no, like, ridges or bumps on the bottom of the foot.
Do I know any particular creature and or demon that could make this check?
Off the top of your head, the only creatures you can think of that have feet even remotely similar to this might be elephants, but they step lightly, and they don't typically dwell within the forest. They're usually found without.
Ramba has lore monsters.
Roll it.
Yeah, I give her the information that he just told me.
And since I rolled like 2 ones, I'd just say that Fayen's complaining about how crude these bodies have been massacred.
All right, a 12 for Ranva. So, Ranva, taking a closer look at some of these impact points, you get a little tickling of familiarity in the back of your head. Something just strikes these as... you have a hard time putting your finger on it, but you think you've seen something similar to this when you were still training under your master. When they conjured something. Make a lore magic check for me, please.
Ooh. I have lore magic too. Yee.
Sorry, my sister was being annoying.
It's fine.
Right. Just wish I had a better roll.
All right, with that 8, it's right on the tip of your tongue, but you're kind of having a hard time getting it. And as you're kind of leaning closer and closer to try and get a better look and figure out what exactly it is that's tickling your brain so much, you kind of walk a little further forward, and then you hear... shifting rocks.
Oh no.
What?
What?
To the rest of
Okay,
you who are kind of hanging back a little bit, you see one of the mounds of rocks suddenly starting to lift up and assemble into a shape.
Oh.
Oh.
And after a moment, a towering golem made out of rock and stone manifests, and 2 amber-colored eyes flare open on its head. And with that, we enter a combat encounter.
Why did you need to poke the golem?
I didn't poke it!
All right.
Oh, so you're the uncrewed bastard who left all these mess. Time to teach you how to leave a wheel body.
Enough
fine.
posturing. Kill it and be done.
Oh, he's already gone into, let's see, I believe it's an instant action. But let's see. Sunken state.
All right, what does that do?
Yeah, let's see. The ninja is in like an invisible state. It also gets a +3 avoidance, stealth, and escape. Can only be used when in can only be used in darkness. You can now
We're in the clear
and it could cast Twilight.
Yeah, and Twilight
Mana.
creates darkness. So you
Yep.
could start casting Twilight if you would like.
Yes, since it requires no mana.
All
Or
right.
MP, should I say.
All right, so if that is what you wish to do,
Yeah, as Vagrant starts to cast, Roll is going forward
okay.
in between Ronva and the golem.
All right.
There we go. And
I'd probably move somewhere over
It's a rock.
here when I'm casting.
organic monster. I can't do that.
Gonna flank him.
Oh.
Well, actually,
I'm-
how far can I move?
I'm going to attempt to cast Stop.
All right, that'll be a slow action, I believe.
Nope.
All right,
Beginning
you have-
of Gemini, quick cast, beginning of combat.
All right, so yeah, you can do that once.
Is that once per day, once per combat?
Once per combat, I believe is how I rule it.
Alright, yeah, so that's instant cast.
All right, so you use a standard action. As you sort of quickly move forward and put yourself in front of Ranva, you hold out the bow and start sort of spinning it around like a baton, and this image of a clock appears in front of you in the air. And I need you to make an opposed finesse check against the golem.
Eh,
What'd you get?
And where would you move your token, Oz?
Finesse, so that's a 12.
That just succeeds. It rolled a 12
Yeah.
too. All right. So
You can move right up to here.
you can move up to a medium range away, and you can measure your distance with the ruler
that.
tool.
So,
All right.
yeah.
All right, so for the next 4 rounds, the dirt golem is stopped. As you finish spinning your bow, you give it a quick little swing sideways and break the clock image. The golem is reaching a hand out before freezing in place.
No. Talk about taking the fun out of it.
Right, so-
Practicality, that's something you need to understand.
Okay, so that is Varian and that is Vral. You two have both gone. Let's do Rala next. Let's do the newbies before we get to Hades.
Okay.
So, what you doing?
And so how does, I guess, the moving thing work? Just because me not
Oh.
using Roll20.
Yeah, you can click on your token and move it. When you're moving it, you can right-click to show how far you're moving. In a single turn, you can move a single medium range, or if you want to spend your entire turn doing it and forfeit actions, you can move up to 2 medium ranges. Usually spells can be cast so long as your target is within a medium range of you. Melee attacks, I typically rule it you have to be within 0.3 of a medium range of that target's border from yours to land the hit. So,
Trying to understand the moving.
I'll say, Han, in the top left. where you
oh,
see,
hold
like,
on a
all the
second. I made a
icons.
mistake here. You currently can't control your token. Let me fix that.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was my bad.
Say-
There you go.
I'll say it's hard for her to move. Like I was
Okay,
saying. Han.
there we go.
There you go. That was my
Hey,
bad.
Ari, can you move your token?
Yeah, I just checked. She should be able to.
Like I was saying, Han, on the top left where you see like the brush, the magnifying glass, and all that.
Mhm.
The fourth one there is the ruler. If you click on that, you can use this to determine like what's a medium distance from you. So
Or
like,
or again,
anything-
when you're dragging your token around, you can just right click to see how far you've traveled. It's based on your center.
Okay. Alright, so, and you said within a
Oh.
medium range, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can go an extra medium range if you use your action.
Which will forfeit your entire turn. But yeah. It's
Well,
usually
I
useful
know
if you
I'm
want to
being-
really get away from something. Or catch
Mhm.
up to it if it's running.
Or again, you don't have to move if you don't want to.
I feel like I'm not really in a good spot if I was to cast anything because there's a big rock in the way.
That is true.
Yeah, I
Oh,
do
you
typically
still can.
I do typically require line of sight to get off a spell.
It's
so.
sister, my spells don't go through rock. I'm not that great of a mage. I
Yes,
don't
yeah.
blast through shit like you.
I tried to teach you, but you didn't want to.
Alright.
Same.
I'm gonna move, I guess, here. Okay, so this. There.
All right.
I don't know if I did that right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hi.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hello there.
I hate you.
Okay. And
right.
then I guess I can do
You-
something else.
Yep, you can cast a spell and do whatever you wish.
Okay.
Oh no.
No, I know there's a radius for like the magic. How does that work?
Spells have to be cast if they're like a single target. They have to be cast on a target within a medium range, and the Dirt Golem is
Okay.
just within a medium range of you. So if you want to cast a spell on the Golem, you can just do that. If you want to cast a spell on one of your buddies, like a beneficial spell, you can do that too.
Okay.
The list of spells you have access to should be in like the bottom third of your sheet.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so I will cast Faith on Ramva.
Okay,
That's what I
Faith.
have to-
Let's see here. Let me remind myself what that does. Do you want to use up your once per combat swift cast with that, or do you want to save that?
I'll save it.
Okay, so that'll go off at the start of your next turn then, and it'll cost 15 MP.
Okay. So do I have to do anything?
Remind
no.
me.
Oh, no.
No, beginning the slow action ends your turn.
Okay.
I thought so. That answers my question.
Yeah. Once you begin a slow action, your turn automatically ends. You can move before you start a slow action, but once you start the slow action, you are committed. All right. Next up, Preya. Let's do you.
Oh.
Oh, don't worry, you got some good stuff.
Shut up.
I believe in you. Shut up, Baka. I don't need your encouragement, Baka. It's not like I like you or anything.
The funny thing is that that's not how we actually met, but whatever.
That's
That'd be
just
an interesting story.
just kind of. That's
Shut
just
up.
kind. Okay.
I mean, they've been curious for a while.
Shish. That's another story.
A story for another time.
Yes.
Ooh, this is debating now.
So many choices. Only
Creature,
one.
get out of my bed!
Creature, get out of my.
What?
Ferret
The ferret.
on the loose again.
Is the
Yeah,
ferret
it's a
just
little
called
one.
creature?
No, I call her that. There's more names that we call her. It's a whole volume.
Nice.
Also, I like the fact there's three of us that have the same hit points. I just realised.
Yeah, we got a trio of 190s.
Hey! It's 190 sins in.
The white mage has the most hit
I was
points.
about to
Something
say,
is
I
wrong
didn't-
here.
I just noticed that myself. I'm like, how am I the one that has the most HP?
Sister is very stubborn.
All healers do. I mean, look at freaking Anasai. It's over
True.
700.
Alistair's a paladin. He's not a
Crazy.
dedicated healer. He's a dedicated tank. His job is to take hits.
Our dedicated mage, Nika, has the least hit points. Like, one below Knee. Knee has the second least hit points.
Yeah, well.
I have the reset button.
Yes. You know, nothing can knock Alistair over, but that's a few hundred years in the future.
Indeed. So, what shall the ninja do?
Ninja.
Ninja. Ninja.
Ninja.
Ninja.
Ninja.
Well, the ninja go nye and shank a bitch.
Freaking computer just turned off. Now I'm using my freaking phone.
Oh no!
Oh,
Did it run out of
Oh,
battery?
No, it's a piece full-on PC.
Oh
So why?
I was in the middle of trying to figure out what to do, and then poof, it just turned off.
Oh no! That isn't okay.
No.
Freya
What is
just
that?
got the spinning wheel of loading.
And the funny thing is that I just... The worst
You're
part
getting
is that
the-
I just turned it on. I'm trying to turn it on. How dare you turn off on me, you freaking ass.
It's been freezed.
I feel like we're getting a good indication of how campaign 2 is going to go.
Yeah, we're definitely we're getting some vibes here at the very least.
Welcome to the future, folks. Dun, dun, dun.
Yes, this is R99.
Yep.
Campaign, yeah, it seems to be what we're going for.
Campaign.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Let chaos reign.
Just
Dream.
Freya's next
When
to
you're
me.
about to
Just
throw
like,
your
stuck.
freaking PC out the window.
I just got yeeted deletus.
She's about to move, and then she's just frozen in place,
Are
loading.
you okay, my dear?
You just hear like a little hamster wheel up here above her head.
The female twin seems to have encountered an error. We should leave her behind. She's
Which
lost.
female twin? There are two of them.
Ow.
We have 3 female twins in this group, man.
Yeah, the nickname, the can't be asked nicknames are female twin, male twin, and the white one.
The white one.
No sibling gets left behind.
Male twin, female twin, white one.
Yeah,
The white one.
and then the Rhonda's just Rhonda. Because, speaking of Baka,
Excuse you.
So wait. So what? So is Loki just the staff?
staff.
Is that?
Yeah, Loki is just the
The
staff.
staff.
You just call him a stick at that point. That's probably a better insult.
if he uses your name, that's how you know he actually likes you.
Okay, so all right. Well, while Ari is having technical difficulties, let's have Ronva take a turn, and then we'll get back to Preya.
Yay! Time to blow stuff- Time to blow stuff up.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yoink.
Having a fun time, they said. Then my PC just says woof.
Woof.
Alright.
Woof woof.
Let's see here.
Wow.
It's actually pretty good.
Thank you.
He's a voice actor.
You want to hear another pretty
Nice
good
job.
one?
Yes.
Shut up, Rhonda.
Oh god.
Your voice is dying.
No, that one's actually pretty easy to do for me.
Now I've got reminded of the
One of my
Tonosaurus.
creatures. Quiet.
All right. So
Yes.
Hades, what were you doing?
Not gonna lie.
I'm
Not gonna lie, my room is.
I'm debating what I want to do.
I mean, it's stopped in place at the moment, so we should be fine.
Actually, that's what's been lovely. Ronva will expend 25 MP for the spell Melt.
Ooh. I'm gonna need a refresher course on that one.
You're gonna melt the dirt, golem.
I am going to melt the dirt, and I will I certainly have it. I have it right here.
I bet it's a dirt golem when it's made of rock.
Yeah,
I feel
That's it.
bad for the worms inside the dirt.
that's it. Oh my
Okay.
god.
The worms and crap.
Okay, so
That's-
if cast on a weapon, is other, but this is I'm casting it on this thing's armor, considering it doesn't have a weapon. Okay, so melt deals power times 2 plus 2d6 of fire damage to the target every round until the spell ends. And as you use it on armor, it reduces the armor score to 0.
Didn't NPC use this in our main campaign once?
Yes. Actually, no. Actually, no. Actually, yes, the NPC did. It was Panara against.
Yes.
So yes,
Wrong.
melt lasts for
Unless that-
3. Melt lasts for 3 rounds, and like I said, does power times 2 of 2d6 of fire damage every turn. Of course, this is fire damage, so does it also get?
It would get the
Bonus
buff
blast.
from your specialization, yes.
And
Usually,
and does that also get bonuses from like fire enhancer?
Yes? It's fire damage.
So with that,
I think it might just turn into a red dragon. Because I'm known for fat, chaotic red dragons could just melt stone with their fire. Apparently.
Okay.
so yeah, that's gonna be power times 3 of fire every turn.
Wow.
I thought
And
it was power times 5 because of your specialization combined with fire enhancer.
Is it?
Let me double check how many
Is it
things you get from specialization. Adds. Okay, so no, not +2. You get a total of +2 steps, not +2 and then a +1. So that would be, it would be power times 4. from fire enhancer and specialization fire. Those two things add up.
So power times 4 every turn of fire damage, and it gets rid of its armor.
Yikes. Okay. Time to
Okay,
start rolling.
You're a red dragon now.
Yep. It's
So
time
yeah,
to
I
start
also
rolling
use
it.
my quick cast. Yeah, I also use my quick cast for that. So it goes off this turn. So
Okay.
Ronva's power is currently.
All right.
Is the armor melon opposed?
Nope. Does not say I have to roll for an opposed.
Wow.
It does,
So
however,
essentially-
say that you usually have to pour that energy into an inanimate object, usually armor, which this creature is technically animate, because it's, it's animated stone. So in this specific context, I will ask for an opposed finesse check for the melt effect to stick. I'll still let you do the base damage, but for like the damage over time and armor reduction, that will necessitate a finesse roll in this particular case, because it's not wearing armor, it's just made of rock.
It is armor.
Yeah, so you're
Okay.
trying to imbue
So
it into its literal being, so it has the chance to resist that.
So it's essentially piercing damage for magic users.
Very well then.
It works, thank God. Please stay like that for 5 freaking whole day, please.
It lives.
It's alive.
It's
alive!
Also, yes. Although thanks to Black Mage ability focus that I get, it gives +2 to opposed rolls.
Oh,
So-
damn.
Aww, my fairy came over.
Oh, God. Okay.
Oh boy.
Wait, what?
Okay, so that doesn't, so because this isn't an attack roll, that doesn't double the damage.
But it makes it so it's a
But-
success and I get something special.
Oh,
I don't know what else.
okay.
I don't know what else to give you in terms of something special. It just looks
An extra,
spectacular.
maybe an extra damage step on the initial damage.
Sure, on the initial damage, I'll let you do one additional damage step. The rest of the recurring damage steps after that will be normal, though.
Also,
God.
hello Alexa, welcome back to the party.
Okay, so its armor is now 0. Jesus.
Oh my God.
Okay. So that is. So the rest of you watch as Ronva sort of, after the thing gets stopped by the intervention of Vral, quickly gets up, whips out her staff, runs off to the side a little bit, and then holds it out in front of her, and this big arcane circle appears in the air in front of her. This sort of orangey, fiery color with a few crackles of like pink and white scattered throughout. It spins faster and faster and faster and faster. Wind starts picking up. Boom! This hot wind, even from this distance, Rala and Preya, you can feel this really uncomfortably hot wind just hitting you and sending your hair, fur, and whiskers just blowing back before a beam of raw heat comes flying out of the circle and hits the golem, and you can just hear stones starting to bubble and pop. Now, one thing,
Okay.
Ranva, do not forget that you do take some backsplash damage from that.
I do.
Yeah, Melta does damage to the caster. Yeah, regardless if the spell is effective, or even if it is reflected or otherwise negated, the caster of Melt deals themselves power times 2 plus 2d6 points of fire damage due to the incredible heat channeled by the spell.
So does that also get the
Ouch.
bonuses?
That also gets increased. So yes, you do take additional damage from that.
Oof.
But you forget my cloak. I take half of fire damage.
Okay,
What?
it's,
You
okay,
go you got my trap card now. You get my trap card.
so yeah, it's still gonna be the
Activate
full
this
power.
card.
It's still gonna be the power times 4. It's just will have the result after magic armor calculations and all that.
Oh, power times 4. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Hold on. I get it.
Just Uno card to
Okay.
resist.
Since one who's bonded with Shadow, I am not messing with you.
Okay,
62, half of that.
what is your magic armor?
Magic armor is 20.
And we have that. So you take 21 points of fire damage. As the flames erupt from your hands
So
and
I
kind of
don't
just
take
singes
that
you.
much.
So after that's done, you look at your palms and they're kind of crispy and you're like, ah! All right. So that is Ronva's turn, and now we can get back to Preya.
Oh my god, please stay like this for the whole freaking day.
That would be great.
Because then I would have to resort to my laptop, even though it's slow. Oh my god. I'm debating. Right now I'm debating.
Well, it has no armor, so ninjas have at it.
Mm. Mm. Can I do Chumbaro?
Do what?
My
Shambara.
Yeah.
Is that the one where basically you face off against a one-on-one opponent?
When fighting
Yeah.
a humanoid or a target that possesses the swamp monster trait, the ninja disperses an extra damage to all attacks.
Okay.
I don't think this
yeah.
thing's a swamp thing.
Yeah, Chambara will not work
I
on this
knew that-
creature. It is not a swarm, and it is not considered humanoid. It is considered a construct.
Let's have a look. Because I got a old copy of the sheet.
I'm just new to this. I've never done anything like this before.
It's all right. It's all right.
No
Take your time.
worries.
It's fine.
We're newbies together.
Yeah.
So the little sisters team up.
I'm a whole 20-year-old.
I mean, let's see.
Can I throw?
Yeah.
Can you what?
Throw?
Throw.
Throw.
Okay.
Works.
As a reminder of how throw works, let me just find it and read it off. Let's see here. If you use throw with your current weapon, you will lose that weapon. It'll just be gone.
Oh.
Though that being said, as this is a one-shot, I will rule that you'll be able to find it after the combat. So if you throw it, you'll lose it for the rest of the fight, but you can get it back after the fight's over. Just
Okay.
because this is a one-shot.
Well, another thing you could do, you could move in and basically get into some attacks because it's affected by stop, so it shouldn't do too much to you.
Well, it can't.
And you could do some impressive damage.
I mean, since it's stopped, its avoidance is effectively 0.
Yeah, it can't move and it has no armor, so if you just want to run in and do melee, that's perfect.
Yeah, 4 turns, just
Yeah.
beating the shit out of it.
Plus, you could also... Let's see... you don't have the Grim Reaper, but doesn't matter. You can still do some damage.
Yeah, I'll do some damage.
All right, so are you going to run in and do some melee attacks?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, even though it's not really a thing you have to do, all things considered, and I'll just do that, okay? It's not something you really have to do since its avoidance is 0. I still want you to roll 2d6 and add your ACC to the roll on the grounds that if you roll a critical success or a critical failure, that will affect the outcome, so it's just prudent to check for that.
Sorry, I'm being distracted all the time.
It's alright. Take your time.
Repeat what you said?
What was that?
Can you repeat that, please? Because my sister was talking to me, then I had to deal with the freaking ferret.
Yeah. If you're making an attack roll, please roll 2d6 plus your accuracy, your ACC. The creature's avoidance is 0, so long as you don't roll, snake eyes, you'll hit. We're just checking for whether or not you land a critical success or critical fail or not.
Ace of. So 2d6, right?
2d6 plus your accuracy score.
Oh,
That's right.
That, I don't know how to do this.
It's all right.
you're fine.
Yes, you're fine.
Yeah. The syntax is you add a /r and then space and then 2d6 plus 4. No spaces in the 2d6 plus 4.
Oh, I got it.
Like that.
Oh, okay, thanks.
You're
This
welcome.
kind of thing is kind of why we're doing these one-shots.
Yeah.
B.
It's a learning
Indeed.
process.
This and that short adventure I've got lined up for the future. Just to make sure everyone knows how the game works.
And trust
Yay.
me, you can. And trust me, you could just look back on the early
Oh
episodes.
my god.
I made this mistake countless times.
Okay, so a 7. Luckily, its avoidance is 0 because it stopped.
Yeah.
Not like it matters.
Okay.
Well, it does actually matter because if it hadn't been stopped, its avoidance would be 9. But either way, you hit. So go ahead and roll your damage now. And your damage, because your weapon is considered a conceal, your weapon will be 36 plus 2d6, which you can do that in the chat. /r 2d6 plus 36, and that'll give you your damage.
Alright. Oh my god.
All right, 42.
Whoa.
Not bad. All right, so.
I'm strong woman.
All right, so. After seeing this thing just getting softened up into like a buttery texture by Ronva's heat beam, and you see Varian preparing a twilight spell, you're quickly like, all right, you pull out the Sword of Yang and a reverse grip, you charge forward, dart past Vral, and as you come up to this thing, just with like the tip of the blade, because you can't quite get close enough for a full-bodied slash, but you do sort of like duck low and then jump up and bring the blade up through the front of its chest cavity and sort of part the buttery outer, formerly stone hard flesh with your upward carve. And you can hear this little rumble from within as the golem is clearly trying to resist the effects it is under, but is presently failing. And with that,
We get another turn.
well, it's to the enemy, but it doesn't matter. He's stopped, so
I think I'm gonna kill it.
yeah, probably. All right, everyone's slow actions resolve. Let's do Rallo's first. You were casting Faith on Ronva, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Faith. So, Ronva, you get a +2 bonus to your next skill check, opposed roll, or attack. And I believe that, this just lasts until you do your next thing.
Yep.
All right. And Varian, your Twilight spell goes off. So,
Excellent.
all right. So, Varian, at this point, after like you see that little shimmer of light rise up around Ronva, and she looks like, oh yeah, your own spell finishes off. You sort of bring out your hands wide and slam your left open palm into the ground. And as you do this, shadowy circle envelops the entire battlefield. And I'm going to read off what Twilight does. So, torches and lanterns wink out, and a strange darkness creeps outwards, reducing the illumination in the area and turning the battlefield into difficult terrain. Bright, direct sunlight becomes shadowy and causes a -2 penalty to attack rolls for both enemies and allies alike. If the spell is cast in an environment that is already dark, the area becomes pitch black, and all combatants are affected with the negative status effect Blind, which cannot be removed by other spells or items. This effect lasts for 4 rounds.
So, wait, did he just blind all of us?
He didn't blind you, no. But
only be blinded within a dark place.
everything's attack rolls are now slightly penalized. Ah, Jesus Christ! Get off! Get out of here! That's not what I want. Go away! Get fucked!
Life is short, and time is swift. Roses fade, and shadows shift.
All right, so yeah, big shadowy thing envelops the arena. All right, now we all have another turn to go through. So, After a slow
channel-
action...
To channel something that I feel like is going to be said hundreds of years from now, I shoot it in the face.
So, real quickly, as a point of order for the newbies, when you complete a slow action, you still get your full turn after the fact. If you commit yourself to starting another slow action, this can basically result in simulating casting a spell every single round, but you kind of have to stay put to do it. So if you want to just start casting another spell, that'll go off at the start of your next, or you can go in and do something else to try and double up on the effects. Your choices, honestly.
Okay.
But either way, everyone has turns. Vral already commented he's shooting in the face, so let's shoot in the face.
Just anything above a critical fail.
Pretty much.
Well, I hit it.
Okay. All right, damage, please.
That's all I'm going to say about that roll, but I hit it.
Okay.
Ooh, fucking. Oh, glad that wasn't the attack roll. I do 35 points of damage.
Nice.
2 ones.
This thing's just standing here getting wailed on. Reminds me of that poor chimera.
Also,
And while this is happening, I'm probably sneak behind. I didn't
Also-
measure it all out.
also do remember it also still takes damage from melt.
Ah, right, yes, you need to roll that. And it'll now be power times 4 plus 2d6 fire damage. Jesus Christ.
She likes fire.
Yeah, I can tell.
Oh, so do I.
Yeah, when I'm casting Twilight to literally build the whole realm of darkness, I guess, or shadows. I can imagine Vane just keeps saying that every time his quote.
Okay, so Varian went and moved. What you doing, Varian?
Oh, I'm going to stabby stab.
Okay.
Stabby stab.
So just like, don't concealed weapons get a bonus if the enemy is unaware?
Let me double check that really quick.
Because like, what's the point of the Twilight thing?
I think he just did that in case he needs to sneak away. Let's see here.
It
Concealed.
also increases stealth and
Okay, so
avoidance.
the backstab property, the first attack made each combat by a character wielding a concealed weapon does 1 additional damage step. So because this is your first attack, your first proper attack and not a spell, you'll get an additional damage step with this attack there, Varian.
Yes. Just looking at my other abilities quickly, and yeah. Let's just get into the old whack-a-mole. Ooh. Wait a minute.
Oh.
Hmm. I was just reading Grim Reaper.
Yeah, you need a preemptive round of combat for that, which this ain't.
Yeah. Which is fine. I just roll. For damage.
Oh, you got roll accuracy.
Yeah, roll accuracy first.
That's what I'm doing. An 8. Mixed with my 4, I believe. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, oh, hang on. There's my accuracy on this sheet. Yeah, 5. Oh, nice.
That's 13.
13.
And as long as it's on a critical fail, it hits because this thing can't
Yeah.
exactly.
And now I roll for damage.
Yep. I'm so upset.
I'm sorry, but it has to die.
Tom just finds ways to just make these
43 damage.
battles
How much damage?
Sorry.
43. Which is coincidentally the dice.
Okay, I see you.
Wow, thank you, dice, for giving me the answer. Even I did the calculations.
like,
What are the odds?
All right, so that is Varian's turn. Who wants to go next?
I think the DM's mad at me.
a little bit.
I'm a little curious as to why stop is a first tier white magic spell, honestly, is what I am.
You know what the funny thing is? I also have an ability that could give it stop. So even if Tom didn't do that, I probably would have too.
Yeah, why is stop a white magic spell?
Stop
I
it!
mean,
Stop
I'm not-
It
I
only
mean-
costs 4 MP.
Stop it!
I mean, it's not.
Stop. Get some
it's-
help.
It's not really a
Have it.
concern for me about why it's a white magic spell. For me, it's why it's so low level and easy to get, considering how potent it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna add Mystic because she's funny as hell.
Hey, we all get along.
It.
Uh,
Appreciate it. I don't think I'm that funny.
Hey, you're
Yeah,
entertaining me. All right,
You
so
have my humor.
Same.
Alright, so Hun, Ari, do you either you want to go next?
Mm. You know what? How about you go, Mystic?
Okay.
okay, Roland, you're up.
Can you explain like the slow cast spell again? So if
Okay.
I was to do another one.
The basic idea is a slow action consumes the rest of your turn. You can start a slow action after you've moved, and it will immediately resolve at the start of your next turn, so long as it was not interrupted by something like a knockback effect or a spell silencing you or some other interference.
Or counterspell.
Yeah. Once a spell has gone off, once a slow action has been resolved, you still have your full regular assortment of actions because it is considered the resolution of a slow action to have happened before your turn actually started. So you still have however many instant actions you can get off, your movement action, your standard action, or a movement action, and you can start another slow action that'll go off at the start of your next turn.
Okay.
I'm going to change the music for a minute because of how you guys are just bullying this thing.
I'm just bullying.
I like it. Yes, at level 6, I can't bully my enemies anymore.
Why aren't you defending yourself? Why are you
Clearly,
defending yourself?
clearly, I was mistaken. Okay.
So I can use ruse again on a different person, right?
Ruse, Faith is what you cast previously, but yeah, you can.
Faith.
yeah,
That's right. That's
yeah,
right.
Faith can only be on one target at a time.
Okay,
so
that's what I want to make sure of. So okay.
You know, Darkness, earlier you posted that video from XP to level 3. I feel like we are living one of those videos.
Indeed.
all right, music has been changed to something appropriate.
It's most appropriate.
Yeah, totally.
Sorry.
I don't know why. I'm
No,
getting
it's fine.
flashbacks
It's
of-
fine. It's great. You're playing the game. It's my own
You
fault
know,
for not
some-
making these things immune to stop.
Mm.
The dice were in your favor.
You know what?
I don't have any grounds to complain.
You know what, Sajama? I know this is a completely different music, but it reminds me of the time when we did that April Fool's episode.
Right?
Yeah. That was a good time.
What are you doing, Rella?
I try to decide.
You still have a swift cast also as a reminder this combat.
Just poke it with something that'll hurt it bad.
I don't have an attack spell.
See, that's the thing.
I'm
when
a
she made her character.
pacifist.
Oh.
That's the thing with Rala. When we made her character sheet, she has no offensive magic whatsoever.
I know. How about you heal your fellow sister over there?
Yeah, she's fine.
Thanks.
What's the point of healing? The thing stopped for a few other turns.
Not
Just-
gonna lie,
just-
that's me with Kate.
Just as a point of order, you can absolutely see.
okay.
As a point of order, you can see Loki frantically champing at the air. He wants to hit this thing.
Well, and I said it-
Also, he's also champing at the air because he can't fucking see because of Varian's Twilight spell. So he's just like, I want to hit something. Rala, let me hit something.
Oh my god.
And also missing,
Oh,
that's
so
me
close.
with freaking darkness.
Let me hit something.
my
Can you
God.
heal it? Oh no, he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. It's only 20 HP.
Help me, I'm
Uh,
suffering emotional damage.
And besides, Rondo's at
Oh, honey,
169
like that
HP.
photo we were
Nice.
Among Us?
uh-huh.
Mhm.
Like that time in Among Us, honey?
That was a classic time. So proud.
Alright. I guess might as well, just because I'm just trying to still figure this out. I'll do Cure on Ronva.
Okay. Are you gonna swift cast it or no?
Yeah, we'll swift cast it.
All right.
So I can understand it.
All right. So with swift cast, you can do that once per combat, so long as your weapon is an arcane type weapon, which your staff is. You can get off a single spell as a standard action instead of a slow action, so it will just resolve now. Once you pay the MP cost. The MP cost of Cure is
7.
7.
Run.
Savon.
Yes.
So you pay 7 MP, and you can now roll 2d6 and add double your mind to that roll, and that'll be restored to Ronva as hit points.
6. And then
Double
is it
your
a
mind.
space and plus or?
No spaces in the chat, at least for when like doing the numbers. It's /r space 2d6 plus what have you, with no spaces after 2d6.
Okay. Well, let's see if I get it right.
And back to the serious music.
Yeah, I was getting tired of that.
You said mind, right? Is that the one I'm going
Your
off of?
mind, yes.
Yep.
MND.
Yeah, okay.
Hades' profile picture just says it all. We're in a good zone right now. We got this.
Alright, so
Meanwhile, mine's chaotic.
So 2d6 plus mind, and then what was it you said at the last bit, or is that it?
Your mind doubled. Because it's Cure.
It's
Mind times
doubled?
2. Yeah. Whatever your
Okay.
mind is, multiply that by 2, add 2d6.
And I did that right.
Yep.
29.
Okay.
So
You
look,
sure?
I probably gave you exactly what you needed for full health.
8 more than that, actually.
Yee.
Nice.
All right, so some swirling blue lights rise up around you, Ronfa. You are restored.
Thank you, sister.
You're welcome.
All right. Okay. Preya, you up?
Can I do Beso Toxic? Can I do Beso Toxical?
Let me double check what Bezo Toxico does.
The character treats all non-improbable weapons they wield as though they possess the spell burst virus property. As always, this means that standard action or as a standard action or on a critical hit, the ninja may cast the virus spell, which negates all healing a foe could receive. In addition, the ninja can cast the hex spell as a slow action with no MP cost, allowing them to debilitate the health of their targets at will, soften them up as a later assassination, or even allowing them to pin the blame of death on natural illness.
This thing's gonna suffer.
Well, I suppose it depends on what you want to do with Beso Toxico. Do you want to try to cast Virus or cast Hex?
Hex?
Okay. That will be a slow action, so that'll resolve at the start of your next turn if you want to commit to that.
Okay.
All right. So you are doing a slow action. Ronva, I believe you're the only one who hasn't gone yet.
Yes.
And how are
No.
you doing?
Now, let's see what I can do.
Now, does my faith, like, he can use it for whichever thing he
The
wants
ruling
to
says
support?
it'll apply to his next roll. So whatever he does next, whatever roll he makes next that is one of the listed ones, that will get the +2 bonus.
Got it.
So next, skill check, opposed roll, or attack.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that would be attack as in, like, if I did accuracy, so it doesn't really work for spells, does it?
Not, yeah. Precisely.
Okay.
Hit it.
Hit it.
Just put
Smacky
cricket noises in.
Alright. Alright, guys, what do you think, as far as elemental weaknesses, what do you think this guy would be weak to? Water or ice?
Let's see. He's made of
I'm guessing
stone.
water.
What's up?
But he's called dirt.
It's called dirt. Eh,
Dude.
damn, why not? Rhonda's already used her quick cast, so let's just do water.
All right. And I believe with that, everyone has gone. So,
BM, you can see its health. Are we liable to kill it in the next 2 turns? Probably.
well, first things first, slow actions resolve. So,
Yes.
so let's see here. First things first, let's just do the damage from the continuing melt effect.
Yes, of course. Watch the melt just be the one who just kills it.
I was wondering whether we should, for the sake of brevity and getting
Melt
the
is
session
the one
moving
that
along-
kills it. It had 37 hit points left. So, the rest of you watch as you're all preparing these epic finishing moves. The dirt golem, still frozen there, suddenly just sort of fizzles. The stop spell wears off, and it just like liquefies on the spot. As the spell effect that was maintaining its rigid form ceases, and it just turns into a, frankly, frighteningly fluidic puddle.
Oh, guys, congrats. We earned ourselves a TPK at the end of the session.
And all your other slow actions just kind of
Notified.
fizzle out as you no longer have a target. So,
Well, that was simple.
Guess I gave it a little
Yeah. I didn't even get to use my full-on power.
Sorry, guys. I guess I used a little too much.
all right. So, the party gets. Okay, so there are 2 potions that you get for killing that thing. You may distribute those throughout the party however you so wish.
I'm good with the gear I have.
And yeah, the twilight effect wears off. By the way, Varian, the shadows that
Of
you
course it
created start to dissipate and fade away.
Disperse, shadows, till I call upon you again.
If I had to surmise, a guardian left behind to ward away the curious, while the rest have dragged away the victims.
Plus, I
There's
see no shiny gem around, so I guess we still need to keep looking.
There is naught to do but follow the drag marks.
That would be the
Yep.
next course of
Goody.
action.
Let's hope the next foe has more blood.
Jesus, what is wrong
Oh
with
my
that
God.
one? You hear Loki just going,
You
"What?
don't want to know.
What is
Who
wrong
is
with
this?
that one?"
Who is this Jesus you speak of?
I don't know what kind of being you worship, but I assure you there is nothing wrong with me.
That's
Only just grew up in the tough neighborhood.
that's a
You
fat
can
load
see-
of bullshit, Mr. Plague Dr. Mask.
You can just see Freya just going like, sure.
I do have good reasons why I put on the mask.
Raw is just walking ahead.
Okay. All right. So, whoever
Get
is
going, edgelord.
okay. So, if Rawl is the one leading the charge. All right. So, if Rawl is the one leading the charge, nature check for me, please, to follow the tracks.
Yeah, probably do because he's always high alert.
Yeah, like Nee takes the lead because she's like a leader. Raw takes the lead because he's a stubborn git.
Oh, a stubborn git with a 6 and a 5.
That's you.
Rama goes over to Rala and hugs her. Good job, sister.
You as well.
What was it,
sis.
nature, did you say?
I was rolling the nature.
Okay, so in total, 15.
Okay. Rawl was the one sort of leading the charge on this one, so Rawl's the one rolling.
13.
13. All right.
Well,
That is,
Fayan keeps scouting ahead.
yeah, sufficient. All right, so Following the bloody trail for a while, you keep moving on deeper and deeper into the woods, and your altitude starts to sort of dip down into this sort of foggy, almost marsh-like lowland in the forest. Puddles and murky little rivulets scattered throughout. You keep following the bloody trail, sometimes losing it in puddles, but able to pick it up again soon enough. More like the occasional droplet that your hunter's instincts are able to help you track. It takes a good few hours of tracking, and it's starting to get late. By the time you come to a little rise in the terrain, the sort of mossy, vine-ensnared cliff face, just at the base of a little lip with a few little rivulets of murky water flowing into it, and a cave mouth set into the wall, partially hidden behind some vines, but easy enough to spot with those nature checks. I would like everyone to make awareness checks as you are approaching.
Awareness.
6 and a 5 again. What the fuck is this wall?
No idea.
Anyway, let's have a look.
Deeks.
Okay.
10.
16 in total.
That's crit.
Okay.
Oh my god, that scared me.
Yeah, but probably forgot to mention the dice is loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, that scared me.
Sorry. Although I wish I could find the mute button for the dice. I don't know where it is.
For the notifications,
For the sound, really.
you can disable the
Does
sounds
it-
by going into the gear icon and going into text chat options, and you should be able to, I believe, turn off background chat sounds, because that's where that comes from.
Okay.
Ooh,
So just-
nice roll, huh?
Why?
And Ari's just getting the shit roll.
You don't say it, but I'm
Done.
literally just like doing that serious thing.
I gotcha. Okay, so with those rolls, as you're approaching this cave in what is soon becoming night, you can all, with the exception of Preya, hear movement within.
Did you guys hear laughing?
My ears do not lie.
Quiet. You are ninjas, yes? Twins.
Yes. Would you like me to
I don't hear
scout?
anything.
I do. May I scout?
That would be most helpful to do your jobs, yes.
I shall cling to the shadows.
All right, variant stealth check for me, please.
I'm also thinking about using that instant. I mean, can I use that ability out of combat?
Which one?
The ability I use at the first start of the battle. Let's see.
You mean the one that creates shadows? Or the
Some
one that,
yeah.
or the one that gives you bonuses when in shadows?
It's the one that gives me bonuses. Yes.
Yeah, you don't.
I'm
Yeah,
going
you.
into
Yeah,
a
you
cave.
can use that right now because it is dark enough for that to work. So
Excellent.
yeah. You can
2
use.
4s.
So yeah.
Very
so,
nice.
So add your
And
stealth
my
and then
stealth
add a
is
plus 3 to that.
5. Says 13 and 16
Nice.
in total. That would
Nice.
be sufficient.
Yep, that's a pretty damn good roll. All right,
I'm having
so
fun this viewing.
yeah, all right, so
Not playing.
I can tell.
all right, so as you start slinking in to the cave, you march deeper in. It's almost pitch black in here. But just up ahead, after a couple minutes of walking, you can just make out an all too familiar orange glow on an elevated position. It's dark within, but you can hear movement slithering around within. And for a brief second, just at the edges of the light generated by the large cluster of amber crystals rising up out of an elevated location, You think you see something moving along the roof. And then a sound like something being ripped away, ripping flesh.
Ugh.
Whatever that is moving moves briefly again. Wakey,
It sounds like
wakey.
Golem.
But
You hear a voice.
Kind of sounds like Golem in a way.
Sounds like who?
It sounds like Golem in a way.
Precious.
My precious. I can't do Gollum. But anyway,
Precious.
we're gonna get so hard copyright striked.
You? Okay.
um,
Okay, you.
Schmiegel, no, what up it is?
Hey,
Can't
shut up,
copyright
shut up,
strike
please.
us, but there's a
Shut up,
bunch of
please. Shut up,
misfits, that
please,
is
everyone.
fun.
I'm trying to scare you.
Alright.
ahead.
Come on, guys.
Beerman is intrigued.
Okay, so you hear this deep, almost Cruella de Vil style voice, except more older than that and more raspy. Wakey, wakey. And a moment later, a voice answers. How long are you going to keep me like this? Oh, as long as I want, dear. You wanted to live, didn't you? Not like this. Oh, poor little boy. Doesn't recognize the gift he's been given. Ugh. Then a second later,
Going
You
to
hear-
kill the others.
you hear more sounds of ripping flesh, and the voice that this thing was talking to starts screaming. A second later, the flesh pulls away. No more, please!
He's being flayed, right? Annie and okay. It's not nice.
Which everyone else don't know, only I know.
No,
Yeah.
that's why I'm speaking out of character
Yeah.
and more emotive.
Yeah. So, you still can't really see anything in here, though. It's pitch dark. Aside from the glow of that amber crystal.
Well, realizing that probably the best a Vane could do is to sneak out and inform the others. Because if I wall an act, even if I wall awareness, I won't be able to see more, would I? If it's that dark.
Not right now, no. You would need more illumination to really see.
So, he's gonna do a tactical retreat.
All right. You withdraw to the others.
Out of combat, how long would it be decided for protect your shell lasting?
Outside of combat, I'd say that outside of combat, they would last longer than they would in combat, at least as long as you were holding still and, like, maintaining focus on it. Because, like, when you're in combat, you're exerting more energy and the spells are reacting to things coming your way. If you're just kind of loitering around and standing still, it'll last a little while longer. So,
Okay.
And just a heads up to everyone, I have to be a bit more quieter because it sounds like my mother's going to bed.
it's all
Can
good.
you tell us everything you just saw?
I will.
Alright.
That's a lead up to it.
So a couple minutes later, Varian comes back to you and gives you a recount of what he heard. Of this thing moving around and the agonized voice whimpering for mercy.
So the good news is he's alive. Bad news is he's being torn apart by a horrifying creature.
From your description,
torment.
sounds more like he's being flayed and his flesh consumed.
Exactly. And from the sounds of it, this creature loves to play with its food.
Okay, ew.
Yeah,
Like a chill-
I admit, killing people on a daily basis, that's my stick. But that's just sick.
It sounds like this creature essentially uses amber as a source of magic, though I cannot be certain of this without laying eyes. But before engaging, I could cast Shell on all of us. As a preemptive measure.
Sounds intriguing.
Oh, I
After
will
all, I do
wait.
not know the creature's capabilities, so it'd be wise to have an advantage over it.
No, I would wait until we're at least in the cave entrance and approaching.
True, but the longer we wait, the more our so-called bring-back survivor is being tormented. And it doesn't sound like he has much longer to live. The amount of pain he's going through.
Then, let's say we do this. Male twin, female twin, who are both ninjas. I assume you can both take up the front and get close with your stealth abilities.
But of course, it's what I'm here for.
I
Rhonda?
can't with you at this point.
Okay, just as a heads up, Shell does cost 30 MP, and there are 5
No.
of you.
No, I can use Green Wall. Once per session, protect or shell on the entire party.
Oh yeah, that's right. You do have that.
Wait, what?
Green Mage!
Wait,
It
you
is-
can just put
Yeah, once per
any of those on
once per session, or we do it once per in-game day. But yeah.
Yep.
I don't
But
have the
that's for
shell or protect spell.
Just for the
I checked your
workers,
spell
but-
list. You have Shell.
I mean, I don't have that actually in. I have wall, but I don't have a shell in my current list. I haven't taken it.
I mean, I just checked. I'm pretty sure I saw it, but either way.
No, my spells are Vox, Stop, Faith, Escape, Wall, and Seal.
Oh, Seal. There. Okay. I misread that because I was actively looking for Shell, so I saw something that looked similar. I was like, oh, okay, that must be it. I was like, oh, wait, no, hold on.
Let's say,
I'm a
I
dumbass.
can see that. I mean, I can see that really quickly. You would think that it was.
But yes, while the ninjas take up the front, myself, Ronva, and the white one, being longer range magic casters as we are, can take up the rear. Before we engage, I cast Shell on us.
By the end of this, you better know me by my name.
I know your name.
He just chooses not to say it.
Someone
Well-
seems to have a modicum of intelligence.
And I just double checked the wording of Green Wall in the Watcher document. The effects of Protect or Shell used at this point last until the end of battle.
Hell yeah.
Oh, so I could cast it now, and until the end of the next battle, it'll just be. So if we're going into the cave, would you count that until just the end of the battle we're now approaching? If I do it preemptively.
If you do it like right before, so like
Okay.
so like you have to kind of jump on that. You can't just like put it up like hours in advance and expect it to stick.
Yeah, well,
So-
no, I mean, we're going into a fight. We know we're going into.
yeah. So
It's in the cave. So pretty much when we're in the cave entrance, as we're entering, I'm going to cast it on everyone as we're approaching the monster.
all right, that works.
With that in mind, cast a spell tall and grumpy so I can be more efficient.
Let us begin to enter the cave. We know our formation, unless anyone has anything else to say. Which I hope not, because we have time wasting.
Indeed.
All right, so just
Probably best
just
we
for my
keep
own
an eye on-
just for the refresher of my memory, we have Varian and Preya in the front, and Vral, Rala, and Ronva in the back.
Yes.
Okay.
As I was going to say, it's best to keep the healer alive at all costs.
All right, you will find that your
Yes.
tokens have a powerful green filter on them. This is to indicate the effects of Shell.
Okay.
So as long as your token is bright green like that, it means you take half damage from any magical effects.
So,
By the way-
once we're in the cave, I cast Green Wall Shell across the entire party.
Will my ability still be active? Sneaking.
Because it's still dark as shit. Yes.
Which that reminds me. Oz, I believe you have the same ability.
Oh.
Let's see. Just make sure.
Yes,
Yeah,
Ari,
Freya does.
Ari also has Sunken State, so yeah. And it just gives you to the invisible status, I just noticed.
Yes, it does.
So
When
let me
visited.
double check how many times you can use Sunken State really quick. Sunken state. Instant action once per session.
Oh.
Okay, so to read off the specifics here, Sunken State is an instant action usable once per session that grants the ninja the invisible status, which is lost as soon as the ninja takes damage or activates another job ability. Invisibility grants the ninja a +3 bonus to stealth skill checks, their avoidance score, and attempts to run away in combat. Although Sunken State may only be used when the ninja is under the cover of darkness, simply having this job ability also gives you the ability to cast Twilight. So it gives you the status condition invisible.
So technically, I never got knocked out of it because I didn't take any damage.
You never took any damage, and you
ass.
never did anything specific. So yeah, you can both be invisible for this bit, as long as you're in shadow.
Okay. Best to put that on the.
So long as
time
you
I do this.
so long as you stay out of the light of that amber crystal, you cannot be seen.
Oh please! I always prefer the darkness over the light.
It's not
That's
ominous at all.
happened.
Yeah.
Maybe as they move up, we should move into about there. Cause looking at the distances, we can move a medium range, so we can get. If combat starts, we can get to about there, which will put us within a spell and attack range of like this general vicinity.
All right. So Varian and Preya, you two are moving up. I need Preya to roll a stealth check. Varian, you can keep your previous one.
Mm-hmm.
And,
And of course, she uses the instant ability I'm using.
I
So
would assume
she
so.
get a +3, correct?
On top of the stealth skill, yes.
Yep. Roll away.
No.
Which would be
Yes.
2d6
Okay.
plus your stealth. And an
Yeah, I
+3
had to
with
look.
that. So what's your stealth at the moment? 5 or 4? 4, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, so just add a 3 to that, so it'd be 2d6 plus
Plus
7.
7. Nice. 16.
Oh, no. That's a much better roll.
All right.
Same
Alright.
as me. Well done.
All right, so
Hey.
creeping your way a little further into the room and looking about, you can get a better sense of the scale of the place. The lighting in here is very, very dim, but now that you're further in and your eyes have taken a moment to adjust, you have a better view of what you're looking at. It is a large, open chamber. Off to the left and right towards the back, you can see these sort of sloping walkways that go up and curve around towards the central plateau that's elevated up, I'd say about a medium range, where you see the amber crystal. On the walls that come down from those rising ramps, you can see smears of blood and bodies pinned to the walls that look to be the remains of the patrol you were following the path of. And as you are sort of getting a feel for this, you see just faintly in the shadow on this particular smear, one of the soldiers, still alive but horribly emaciated, pale, strips of his flesh missing in various places, looking to only still be alive because of the application of some sort of magic. And looming in front of him, dangling down from the ceiling like an abhorrent growth of humanoid moss, you see a deeply emaciated, lanky, feminine figure dangling from the roof by its legs that fuse together and seemingly merge with the stone above it. You can see ribs along its chest and its sides. You can see its bones poking through that come down into this longer than natural neck, at the end of which is a sharp, angled humanoid face, a long, forked tongue coming out of it, glowing orange eyes. Its arms dangle even lower and are tipped with incredibly long, blood-red claws. And this messy, matted mess of reddish hair dangles around its face like the girl from The Ring. A snake seems to coil around the legs hugging tightly around the waist. And she's just toying with the poor sod.
Echidna.
Oh.
Ew.
That is something you don't see every day, huh, brother?
Why the fuck did it have to be snakes?
All right.
Could have been worse. Could have been a spider.
Yeah, but snakes eat rats.
No.
Who could possibly be afraid of something that's a 9 of a spider?
All right. So that was her awareness check. So she seems oblivious to your presence.
How dare you bring my nightmare to my present? I meant the spiders.
Nee is an arachnophobe.
Let's stick to the shadows and try to get a good hit on this thing.
Yeah, you go do that.
Brawl is staying where he is until he hears people screaming.
I'm trying to think of what else to do.
Excuse me.
Sneaking in position.
As you're kind of moving around, this creature seems to get bored of toying with the soldier who's passed out from pain at this point. And just starts gliding along the roof, the stone morphing along her path to just push her along, like an esophagus almost, as a, like just like pushing her along. And as she reaches the amber crystal, she reaches out and just sort of lays her claws on it before reaching one of her claws into her chest and withdrawing from it this little blue stone, about the size you'd say of your like two fists clamped together, and holding it up to the crystal. The orb in her claws glows with energy that starts getting sucked into the amber.
If you're gonna
And in
do something, do it now.
In response, the amber grows just a little bit.
I'm pretty sure that's the crystal we're meant to get back.
Don't worry, he knows. I'm trying to think of a way to disarm it off her.
Can
Almost
I do a distraction?
I mean, I got image.
I mean, I suppose it depends on what kind of distraction you want to do there, Preya. What do you have in mind?
Kind of like throw a rock or something at another direction. Like
Okay.
typical.
Okay. Go ahead and make for me a. I don't know what kind of roll this is. Make it a finesse roll, just 2d6 and add your finesse, and point out where you want to throw this rock. You can click and hold when your tool is set to the cursor button and click and hold in a spot to make a ping, like that. So.
Okay.
Right there.
I mean, if she wants to, I just ping there to show her.
It's a plus something, right?
Plus your finesse, yes.
While she's doing that,
Oh
I'll
my
cast an
God.
image.
9. A 9. All right, so you pick up a rock. Ping where you want to chuck it.
How do I ping it?
Just click on the screen
Just like click and hold on a spot.
right there.
Maybe here. Like,
Okay. All right. I need
By
to
the
make
way,
a roll
can
of my own.
okay.
Can I activate
I'm-
image?
Yeah.
All right, so, well, hang on, Darkness. We'll get to you in a minute. So, as you reach down, you pick up the rock, and you chuck it off to one side. The moment that sound echoes throughout the chamber, the creature lifts her head up and her eyes flash orange. Who's there? She is glaring angrily about, but you are invisible, so she can't see you, but she knows someone is here now. She's gonna start searching. Who's there? Show yourself. I don't bite too much at once. Come out before I get angry. It hurts more when I'm angry.
Bruce.
Huh?
Did all right, Bruce.
She gets to about
the stone, hasn't she?
yeah, like she pushed it back into her chest. When she gets to the center of the room, still unable to see anyone. Fine then. Angry it is.
Oh god.
Her eyes flash a brighter shade of orange, and a swirl of energy starts to rise up around her. She is initiating the casting of a spell.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Slow action. If you're gonna do a thing, do it now.
Yep. So, what are you doing, guys? Are you just standing around letting her do this, or what? Let's just get a turn order going.
I
So-
just said image. Image.
Okay,
I
so
was gonna use my
image.
3 clones.
Okay,
Use
so
my 3 clones to distract her.
image creates 3 self copies as an instant action. Like they just circle around you, doing what you do. They don't like go to other places. Yeah, this isn't like that army of one, like limit ability you get that lets you like create actual copies of yourself in different locations. Image is just illusions that surround you and make you harder to hit.
Army has that.
Yeah, so you use image, so you have a bunch of illusions surrounding you, but that doesn't really help you. So
Is Prayer doing? Does Rolls, since Prayer's straight ahead, is Prayer doing anything from Roll's perspective?
well, you can't see Preya. Although that being said, do
you want me to roll for how well concealed I am, like with rocks and shit?
I'm more thinking about something in regards to prey. I'm double checking Sunken State. In regards to Sunken State, it says as soon as the ninja takes damage or activates another job ability is when it runs off. So you're still invisible for the moment.
But what about Varen, who used?
Varian, you are no longer invisible. But you're also somewhere outside of the creature's line of sight, because it's focusing more on like this side of the cave here where it heard the sound. So.
Why? I know. Because I have shadow bonds, which I'm reading it.
Shadowbind?
Shadowbind.
And that was
I
your
hit her with it. It will
was your
stop
clone
her.
thing an instant action or an action?
Yes.
Image is an instant action once per day.
Sorry. Yeah, checking.
Okay, Shadowbind. Whenever you successfully damage a foe who is a medium range away or further, you may choose to deal half damage in order to make an opposed finesse check to try and inflict stop, lasting until the beginning of your next turn.
Okay,
But that has to be at a medium range away or more.
Let's see. In medium range.
Measured from the center of your token. So you're just within. The only thing you can conceivably do right now that would count as that for like actual damage, as far as I can tell, would be throwing something.
And then you lose your weapon for the rest of the fight.
If you're throwing your weapon, at least. If you have like a shuriken or something in your inventory.
Do you have the option to get that?
I did give you the option to get one, you just didn't buy any.
The funny thing is that I was gonna do the last minute.
You just spend all of your money on healing items instead of like, I should probably get this ninja specific item that I can use so I can use throw.
Really quick, but then I had to do my chore.
What's prayer doing during all this?
Yeah, what is Preya doing? You see this thing starting to cast a spell. So.
Trying to think. God damn.
Trying what now?
I'm trying to think.
Okay.
We're just kind of tiptoeing around it right now. We're going to be here forever.
Wait. You're still invisible and you haven't moved. You got it too. You could use shadow
What?
bombs on it. Rack the creature, it cannot see you. And use shadow.
Again, Shadowbind has to be from a medium range away.
Yeah.
And the only ranged attack you guys have is throw, but you'd lose your weapons. Because neither of you bought Shuriken.
It has to be from a medium range. It can't be within the medium range.
It has to be a medium range or further. And I went ahead and swapped us to boss music.
I mean, are they capable of moving?
Yeah.
Let me just whack it.
You can move. Like, you can get in close and do a melee attack if you want to.
That's what I'm on about. Can't they do that? Or does
Yeah,
it
you
do
can
it
do a
just-
melee attack. If you're just going on and on about Shadowbind, though, you would have to do a ranged attack, which you don't presently have the option to do.
I think I could use these for a walk. Do a bit of damage.
It would count as an improbable weapon.
You don't have the throw stone ability. Someone hit the damn thing because Varol's about to go in.
Yeah, and if you take too long, I'm just going to skip your turn.
Solid. I'm doing it. I'm gonna say that Viren's could just shoot like the blade because it's like one of those shorter blades. I guess.
So you're throwing your weapon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And try to hit the stop effect if I can.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll need you to make the accuracy check. Because it's throw, you get a +4 to your accuracy.
Okay, 8 and a +4 to my accuracy. Hang on a minute. 5, so that's 9. 17.
17. That will certainly hit. Go ahead and roll me a 2d6 plus your dex and multiply your dex times 3.
Okay.
And remove your weapon from your weapons list. Or just put a strike through it because you lose access to your weapon to do this.
Mm-hmm. Until I pick it up again.
Which you can't do until after the fight.
Mm.
Even a 1.
5 and a 1. So it's 3 times my mind, which would be 15. Hello?
Yeah, your dex times 3 would be 36.
Oh. Oh, sorry, wrong one.
Yeah,
Dex,
not your mind. You're not a paladin right now.
Muscle memory.
So,
Old habits.
right? So, that becomes 42. Oh, actually, it would be your dex times 4 because concealed.
Yep.
So it's 54 damage. All right, so As this creature is lifting up its claws and preparing some sort of spell, you sort of lift yourself up and throw your sword at it. It goes flying from your hand, swings across the room, flickering faintly in the orange light, and stabs into the creature's underbelly. And in response, I need you to make an opposed force check to try and inflict stop.
Well, it's a blade on his shoulder, but alright. Shoulder is up wrist. Yeah. Force check. Be a miracle. 11.
11?
Oh.
Afraid not. She rolled higher than you. So your blade sinks into her flesh, and she lets out this turns her angry glare back towards you, now fully aware of your presence and aware that she's in danger. But her spell is not interrupted.
Wait, you rolled
All
it
right.
too.
Yeah, I rolled. I GM rolled it.
All right. With that, so does Roll hear that attack and the scream?
Yeah, you hear her agitated hiss, and you briefly saw the flicker of the blade flying through the air.
That's well. I was waiting for the scream. Roll is well. To open up, to borrow a phrase from another well-known D&D thing, I would like to rage, and I spent 2 destiny points to use Green Wrath.
Oh, okay. I need to remind myself what Green Wrath does.
It gives
Is that a
gives
limited
me protect for 4 rounds.
Let's see here. As a Green Wrath, as a slow action, the Watcher may spend 2 points of destiny, granting her and all her allies the effects of Protect or Shell for 4 rounds. All affected creatures will deal 2 additional damage steps for the rest of the combat.
And I berserk for 1, supposedly.
That's not currently in the updated.
That's
that was from
just what
that was
I
from the old version of Watcher.
kind of. I like the berserk, and I kind of get. It's the whole point why it's called Green Wrath. That's okay.
If you really want to keep it fine enough, we can have the caster have berserk for 1 round.
Yeah, the way I have it written is that the old version was protect goes on to the user for 4 rounds, extra damage step for 4 rounds, and berserk for 1. That was the old version that's listed.
Alright, so, updated as a slow action, the Watcher may spend 2 points of destiny, granting her and her allies the effects of Protect or Shell for 4 rounds. All affected creatures will deal 2 additional damage steps for the rest of the combat. Also, the caster is affected with Berserk for 1 round.
Alright, so it's 2 extra. So it's now 2 extra damage steps for the entire party for the whole combat.
Yeah.
That's been buffed in some ways.
Indeed. And let's see
So,
here. I need to
let's
find
take
Berserk. And with the Berserk, you ignore 50% of your opponent's armor score.
Yeah, but I can only attack.
Right. So that is
First
so that is still a slow action.
Yeah.
So that'll resolve at the start of your
That's
next
also
turn.
new.
Yeah.
So yeah, Berserker, he cannot cast spells, uncombat abilities, etc., etc. But immune to charm, fear, and sleep status, +2 to force checks, 50% of armor score ignored. For 1
Right.
round. Okay, so as I'm doing that, I'm going to quickly run in 1 medium range and then rage.
All right, so Vral comes charging in after hearing the shout, and sort of you plant yourself and start channeling the furious side of nature, and the sort of green energy starts swirling around you that starts to turn red. We lost the darkness in the roll 20.
Obviously, I'm doing.
Oh, no.
It's going to be protect the whole party, so we'll soon all have protect and shell.
Nice. All right, so that is Varian and Vral. Preya, what about you?
I'm gonna try to Beso Toxical again, but instead do Virus instead of the Hex one.
Okay. Okay, so let me double check Beso Toxica real quick. Sorry, I haven't played with ninjas before, so all these things are new to me. Okay. So, if you're gonna try and cast Virus just straight from the blade, instead of triggering it on a critical hit, there is a 25% chance of it breaking your weapon.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, Beso Toxico. The character treats all non-improbable weapons they wield as though they possess the spell burst virus property. This means that as a standard action or on a critical hit, the ninja can cast the virus spell, which negates all healing a foe could receive. The thing about the spell burst property is that if you choose to do it as a standard action without it being a critical hit, you roll 1d4 and onto 1, the weapon breaks after the spell goes off. So it's a risk.
Now I'm debating on it.
Hey, no, if not being able to heal would be nice.
Yeah, let's do the hex one because I'm not destroying this damn weapon.
Okay, Hex, that will be a slow action, so that'll go off at the start of your next turn.
Alright.
Alright, so that is Preya. You start getting ready to cast Hex. Rala,
Alright.
what are you doing?
Okay. I'm going to.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
You guys can go ahead. I'm just gonna get something.
That's okay.
Alright. I'm gonna say I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast. Oh, jeez, I keep right clicking. Alright. I'm gonna cast Ruse on Baral. Is that how you say it? Baral?
Yeah, Vral, yeah.
Roll.
Okay.
Roll, Lena.
Alright,
Actually, on Ruse,
What's
you can only use on yourself.
Oh, self, sorry, my bad. Thank you. I'll do Faith on Baral. I'm reading the wrong one, that's why.
Okay. Alright, so, Faith, do you want to swift cast that, or do you want to slow action that?
I'm gonna swift cast that one.
Alright, that is 15 MP down the drain. The next skill check, opposed roll, or attack of Vral makes will get a +2 bonus. Alright, that is Mystic.
All attacks get +2 to accuracy.
Just your
Yeah,
next
yeah.
one.
Yeah, your next attack will
Okay,
do your
okay.
next two.
Nice.
Alright, now it's to Ranva.
Rhonda is running in. And let's see, what can I do to this poor thing? She needs a little top up, so she will use Osmos.
Oh, okay.
Power times half the level, so that's 14 times 3, which is 42 plus 2d6. Roll 2d6 plus 42. So, first things first, that's 1 MP, and now 48. Now she loses 48 MP, and I get that back.
Indeed. So, Ranva, you come charging in, point the staff. You're doing the swift cast for this?
Yep.
All right, so you point the staff. A couple of blue orbs surround Echidna before swarming into her chest and ripping back out with this little and fly back to you, wash over you, and rejuvenate you, and you feel great.
Oh.
And I believe that is everyone.
Yep.
So Echidna's spell goes off.
Oh boy.
She casts Stona, attacking all enemies.
Ouch.
Good thing I did shell. 50% less.
Indeed. So. Alright, let's go through one at a time. So, Varian, your magic armor, please.
Okay. It is 18.
Alright, so you take 30 points of damage. Freya, what's your magic armor?
Hold on.
Imagine the 18 too.
Yeah.
All right, so that is also 30 damage to you.
Oh god.
All right, Viral.
20.
29 damage to you. Ranva,
20.
so 29 damage to you. And Rala,
Magic armor, right? 25.
25. Hot damn.
And she fortified her late armor.
So 26 damage to Rala.
Alval half.
That's all
And-
after all calculations.
Also, I have counterattack magic.
Oh shit. And that's like a 100% chance, right? What ability gives you that again?
Counter magic, which I'm not sure if that's is that a black
Let's see here.
mage one or
Black Mage. The Black Mage
fine.
gains magical counterattack 100% whenever the Black Mage is affected by any spell cast on him by an enemy. He may return fire with any spell he knows automatically as a counterattack. The spell still costs MP, but is considered an instant action. The Black Mage cannot use counter magic if he is occupied with a slow action of his own, or if the spell was reflected, and he may only perform one magical counterattack each round.
but
Well, you-
I can do it.
All right,
So
what spell?
What spell indeed? Let's go for good old Fira.
Fira.
So that's
All right.
So that's fire enhancer plus the fire specialization. So that's power times 7. Ouch. Let's see. 14 times 7. Ouch. This is gonna hurt.
Oh my god.
Also,
Oh boy.
Also,
my dear DM,
Uh,
I believe I can use this as an instant action. One sec. Yes, I can. Elemental Seal. Basically, this ignores their magic armor and gets rid of it. until
okay,
the
okay, so
start
quick
of
thing,
my
quick
next-
thing, quick thing. You still have to use most instant actions on your turn. So you can't use Elemental Seal right now, but next turn, because it's not your turn right now, it's technically Echidna's. You just got a counterattack off.
Fine.
uh,
I use it next turn. I use it next time.
All right. Now then, now that your counterattack has gone off and Echidna's slow action is resolved, it is back to Echidna. What she did is she like unnaturally stretched it down to the ground with the stretching of flesh and the popping of bones, and slammed her claws down into the ground. And everything in the cave just shook violently as cracks appeared all over the place. The supernatural concussive shockwave radiated outward from the point of impact, and you all felt it traveling into your bones. But the protective barrier created by Vral did wonders to stave off the worst of it. Now, Echidna, and also the invisibility fades from Freya as a result.
And I hit her in the face with a fireball.
That too. All right, so now, Freya, seeing... well, let's see here. Vral and Prey are both committing slow actions right now, right?
yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Roll is just slowly getting angrier. He's like super saying up.
All right, well, Echidna is going to not like the look of that, and is going to come lurching towards you in this unnatural, twitchy manner, and is going to make an attack roll against you with her big-ass claws.
If she hits, she's gonna take damage. Just as a heads up.
Oh. That is a 10 to hit.
My avoidance is 7. So she hits me, but she takes damage because my armor is jagged and spiked.
All right, how much damage is that?
That's my force times half level, so it's 9 damage unmitigated.
All right. Now for the damage she deals to you with her claws. What is your armor, please?
And physical. Ow!
Well, it's still halved. Or is that
No,
not
Protect.
doesn't go off until next round.
All right, so as she comes charging forward, this brings her claws forward and just slices across your front, Vrawl, and you kind of slide back a little bit from the force of it, but you hold concentration on your ability. And as like you slide back
I'll
like a
have
kid, and a kid glares down at you. No, I should have cleaned the blood. Party slow actions resolve. So let's see here. Let's do Vrawl's first. Green Wrath goes off
Everyone gets protects.
for 4 rounds, I believe.
Yep. I get 2 extra damage steps. So, no, we all get 2 extra damage steps for the rest of the combat, apparently. And I rage.
You go berserk.
Ugh. Die, foul creature! And I... That's part of that. Shoot.
Yeah, so we'll get to that in a second. We got to get to the other slow actions that are resolving first, because Preya was trying to hex.
Okay.
So let's see here. Hex. Hex can potentially be resisted. So before we do anything else, I need Preya to make a finesse roll, and you need to roll higher than Echidna's finesse roll.
Okay. Please
And,
give it
and Echidna rolled a 15, so good luck. Echidna is
Please,
considered a
please.
boss enemy, by the way, so.
We believe in you.
If this don't help me, then help me.
We believe.
Same roll, but the same roll as the last one, then +3.
2d6, add your finesse.
But no, you don't get the.
Yeah, your invisibility wore off, so that is no longer in effect.
Okay. Okay. Oh! Ah!
Oh, so close.
Yeah, it was a good roll, but not quite enough. So you point your blade at the Echidna, and a bunch of strange archaic symbols start appearing in the air around her. But before they have a chance to set in and take effect, she just thrashes a bit, slashes her claws through them, and they shatter like glass in the air with this distorted, staticky sort of sound. And she just glares at you to snicker. Adorable. You will be delicious. All right, were there any other slow actions that were in progress at that point?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Now Vrawl can do a thing.
Alright. A shooting, and didn't I get a plus something from a previous...
Oh.
+2 to your accuracy because of faith, yes.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Rala.
Hey, he said my name.
Tom said your name. He can't say anything right now because he's a mess of rage.
Close.
Close. The player said the name. Rala can't say anything but manding screaming.
So, Goku.
He's just going. Ah! He's been
Pretty
going
much.
on that for like an hour.
Man, he's been screaming for 20 hours. It has been 5 minutes. It's called hyperbole, big guy. Also, I can't sense power levels. What's going on over there? Dodge.
Well,
Dodge. Whoop. 12 to hit.
I love
12.
it.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Her avoidance is 10, so yep, that hits.
Nice, nice. Okay, so this will ignore 50% of armor because of raging.
All right.
And it's 2 extra damage steps, so this is gonna hurt. So 33, 4, 55.
Oh, I'm glad you can do damage.
Yes, because you
I thought
threw
that
your
was
weapon.
66 points of damage. Ignoring half of its armor.
That comes out to a total of 59 damage. All right, so as this swirling green energy around you manifests into this flash of crimson that briefly sets into your eyes, You feel the anger of the jungle around you setting in, and just faintly in the back of your mind, the eternal wind whispering, "Slay her." And in response, you quickly pull out an arrow, drop back, and it practically lights up with crimson energy and hits Echidna right in, like, between her shoulder blades as she's sort of dangling there, sending her sliding back a bit. All right, who next?
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, general rule of thumb, even if I haven't called on your turn, it's generally a good idea to be thinking about what you want to do before I call on you.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yeah. So that way, when I call on you, you're ready to go.
Yes.
Mhm.
You need
Honey,
a
what are you
banner.
doing?
Well, the bloke's over here, so I thought to make myself useful and try to get him.
Right, it should be noted he took the damage from the stone spell, too.
He's dead.
Mm-hmm.
So
He is very dead. It looks like his spine was pushed out through his stomach.
Oh,
Okay,
thank you for that
Oh,
lovely image.
he does
love
it.
that.
for alive.
Yeah, so the guy she was eating was finally granted the merciful death he wanted.
Love that image in my head.
And he probably
the
wouldn't have a
demons.
weapon on him.
Nope,
Okay, let's
he
hear.
threw it.
Let's hear. What was that roll from Ari just there? The 2 + 6 + 3? I forget. Oh, right. That was the opposed finesse for hex, right?
That was opposed.
Mhm.
Right. Okay, just double checking. All right. So, since the guy on the wall is dead, you see darkness. What are you doing? We'll say that it took you like half your movement action to verify. Oh, that guy's dead. So you're about there.
That'll complicate things.
Yes.
I really do like Echidna's design, by the way. It's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very creepy.
I
Yeah,
do
I
agree.
like that.
It
I
is
love
creepy.
it.
It is creepy as fuck.
Apparently, obviously, like Echidna is the name of like you would find echidnas as like little hedgehog-like creatures. This echidna is
Knuckles.
from Greek mythology.
Yes, very much so.
I
Known
figured.
as the mother of monsters.
Oh, here we go. Hades is in development again.
I am.
Like when I was picking this creature to be the fight, like I was like, because like I've been on a bit of a Sonic kick lately, and I was like, okay, echidna, that's a cool boss from Final Fantasy. Wait, aren't echidnas cute little hedgehog-esque creatures? Hold on, I gotta look this up. And then I learned, oh, echidna is the name of the mother of monsters. That works perfectly. This
Yes.
also happens to be the name of a warrior with red hair
Yes.
and who's often been portrayed as an idiot.
She is responsible for many of the creatures in Greek mythology, including Cerberus, the Hydra, and many others.
Not gonna lie, I love Cerberus. My favorite doggo.
Who
Hades
doesn't
cut him in
love
half.
Cerberus? I did. He was a bad boy. I had to tell him to sit.
All right, Darkness is still thinking, so let's cut over to Hades while he's doing that.
I mean, there's not much I can do.
Yeah, you
Oh,
don't
yeah,
have a weapon.
You threw your weapon.
Yeah, you kind of shot yourself in the foot.
Well, he was trying to go for the stop thing again, so it was a risk.
It was a gamble.
And
And I can't move anywhere else, so...
without
You
a
used
weapon,
half
he
your
can't
you
drive.
used half your movement action. Okay, I'll tell you
Huge.
what. Because this is the last boss of the one shot, I'll let you make a scavenge check to try and get your weapon back.
Alright.
You better
Yeah, that's
find
what I'm
that damn
thinking.
weapon.
Otherwise,
Yeah,
you're
'cause that's what I
punching
think
the
he'd be doing,
mother
is
of
looking for
monsters.
his weapon.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
4-1.
Not impressive numbers.
1 and a 4.
What's the total?
Well, I'm looking at the scavenge. Give me a moment. If it lets me show scavenge. Ah, there we go. 10.
10. That is just what you needed to get it. So that'll take up the rest of your turn. But You do manage to find your weapon kind of on the ground here, and you run over and you pick it up. It'll take up the rest of your turn, but you have your weapon back. Okay. Now, Rhonda.
Yes. What shall I do? Well,
In front of you, you just see Ralph screaming his elf.
indeed. Also, yeah.
I sense he is very angry.
How can I concentrate with that screaming?
All right, let's see here.
Thrall's like maw measuring with the echidna.
Also, question: when I hit her with the fear spell earlier, did she have any reaction to fire?
Did not seem she reacted one way or the other. Just did flat fire damage.
Neat. Well then,
If it helps, she
Second verse.
is considered a fiend.
well, that
Like,
would
just
be
full
lovely
on.
if
She's
I-
just straight up a demon.
You know, it's finally nice that most of my strongest attacks aren't shadow, so I don't have to worry about the.
Yeah,
So-
wearing-
I will be doing viera again. But of course, that'll be a slow action since I already used my insta cast.
Are you using Elemental Seal?
Yes.
All right, let me double check
So-
what
Oh my
Elemental Seal.
God.
Yeah, I invested a lot of my abilities to increase my fire damage, so that's why my fire spells do so much. Plus, Black Mage is just for damage anyway.
All right, so
You'd suck against a
Okay,
fire monster.
So that is a slow action, so we'll get to that when your slow action resolves.
Right.
All right, so that is Ronva's turn. Preya, have you done anything yet this round?
With the last round,
Like
well, the
like
slow action, but it didn't work.
yeah, you're like you tried to do Hex. I think is like that was like the resolution of your slow action, but it didn't stick. So
Yeah.
What shall you do?
you could just attack. When in doubt, whack it.
When in doubt,
Yeah, whack it.
Okay, accuracy check for me, please. 2d6. Add your ACC to
Oh,
it.
no, no. I thought my freaking computer turned off on me and I was about to cry.
Oh no!
please don't. Yeah, please don't do that again.
I thought it did for 5 seconds. I was like, no, don't start right now. So same thing. With accuracy, right?
Yeah, ACC.
Don't give me that one. I'm asking. What the?
Oh no!
Unfortunately,
That, I'm afraid, is not high enough. Her avoidance is 10. That is unfortunate.
Oh, my bad.
That is
Oh,
very.
I thought it was accuracy. Hold on, let me redo that.
What?
okay.
I thought it was accuracy.
Yeah, you are rolling accuracy.
Oh.
You're rolling accuracy to try and roll higher than her avoidance. If you roll higher than the echidna's avoidance, you hit. The echidna's avoidance is 10, so you miss.
Oh.
So
You are cursed.
so you come charging in and you thrust your blade, but the echidna just unnaturally contorts around it with this crackling of bone and stretching of skin. Okay, so Ronva's got a slow action going. Rala, you're last up.
Alright, you got it. I believe in you.
Now, if you can remind me, if I use Cura, I can either do on one person or two all that are near me.
You can use Cura on your entire party. Just the healing output will be decreased as compared to a single target.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Alright,
would
so I'm
focus
gonna do
on this
that.
person.
All right, so
I'm screaming in so much rage and so much pain.
So,
You
wait,
have-
are you doing single target cure or all of us?
Actually, I'm just looking it up now. I didn't even notice that Rawl's health was already halfway.
She's in terrible pain.
He's in terrible pain, but he doesn't care because he's raging.
I say I better get a nice remark if I do it.
We'll see if he notices when he's not angry and seeing red.
Alright, I'm gonna do Kira on Viral. So I have to do.
All right, that'll be a slow action. I believe that costs 30 MP.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, and that'll go off at the start of your next turn.
So where is mind?
Yeah, we'll roll the healing when we get to that.
Okay, dang.
When it
I
resolves.
was just looking to see what the number was.
Yeah.
Just so I had it in my head.
Yeah.
All
Have that. All right, so
Yep.
it is back to the Echidna. She has no slow actions currently in motion. So, let's see here. Being, well, right now Preya is the one who's like keeps trying to like do stuff and keeps failing.
Oh boy.
I'm a failure.
So what Echidna is going to do is like her mouth is going to split unnaturally wide into this gigantic Cheshire grin. And she's going to just
Oh boy.
slide back along the roof.
What?
Her eyes are going to go from gold to gray, and she's going to initiate a slow action
Uh-oh.
against Preya.
Oh no.
Oh, come on!
My sister out of this.
All right, back to the party. There's one tick down on your protect. Any slow action attacks you have go off. As a reminder, they get additional damage steps thanks to Vral's Green Wrath.
Oh, so it's even.
Can I whack this thing?
Given how high she currently is, you can make the attack roll, but it will suffer a penalty unless you can get up onto like this ramp here and get to her from
First, I
there.
think Ronva has something going off.
But yeah,
Yeah, we gotta do slow
we got to
actions
do
first.
slow actions first. So Ronva,
Okay, so I need to roll that again because for all
Again,
give me
yeah.
to it. More damage stats is like the fire needs more damage.
and it
Oh,
ignores her
God.
magic armor, right?
And yeah, this one not only ignores her magic armor, but removes it until the start of my next turn.
130.
Oh my god.
Ouch. All right.
I know,
so,
right?
so as the echidna is withdrawing along the roof, let's see here. Ronva, you point your staff, and this gigantic fireball launches from it, flies across the roof, strikes Echidna in the right in the face, and the whole chamber lights up at this big explosion. Embers and little small flying bits of flame scatter everywhere, bits of stone rumble off the ceiling. As the smoke clears, the Echidna is still there, growling through the smoke, and has this big set of burn marks across her front, but she is still good.
My heal go off?
Oh yeah, that's right. Rala's healing spell goes off. So that will be your mind multiplied by 5 and add 2d6, and Vral will get all that back.
Okay.
My rage is gone, right?
Yeah, your berserk has worn off.
My thanks, Rala.
Yee!
Name!
Oh, said name.
Also, Echidna is 1.1 medium range away, yes?
She was meant to be just 1 to be in range for her thing, so she's about there.
So exactly 1 medium range away, yes?
From Preya, yes.
Oh, come on.
All spell from me.
Don't worry, I'm thinking.
All attacks made against a target of the wall spell from medium and long range away are negated.
Well, we're still resolving slow action, so Rala, have you rolled yet?
Yeah, sorry, I put ×2, but I forgot it's ×5 from me doing one person, so...
Ah.
Yes, alright, so...
Nice!
69, back to Brawl.
I'm tempted to use
I...
my limit ability or
Just before you do that, I'm going
I
to...
covered this.
All right, now hold on. Are there any other slow actions that were in motion at that point?
I do not believe
Nope.
so.
Okay, now we can get to actions. Remember, we got to get through all the slow actions first.
Yeah, before any attacks go up, I'm going to use my quick cast this combat to cast Wall on Prayer, which means any attacks medium or longer range away do not work. Instantly negated.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is short of a critical hit or a limit break, but yeah.
All right, so
Actually can't
McKinnon
do
will
that.
still need to make the roll, but unless it's like a critical success, it won't work.
I mean, is it a magic spell?
It is not. It is not a spell. It is a slow action attack.
Okay, but yeah. So medium long range away, immediately negated, short of a critical hit. Anything else doesn't work.
All right. So that is it.
20.
So that was a standard action to do that for Vral. Varian, you were doing something.
Yes. Remind me how limit breaks work.
Limit
Oh my
breaks. For a limit break, you have to be under 25% of your max HP. And then if you land a critical hit or spend 3 points of destiny, you can use one of your limit breaks. For limit ability, you just have to meet the requirements listed in their description in the book.
No breaks seem to be under 25% of HP.
According to the rulebook, yep.
That's new. Okay.
I missed that part in campaign 1, but that is in the book, that you need to be really, really hurt. There are abilities you can take that can increase that threshold up to, I believe, a maximum of 75%. What are you streaming, Darkness? Why?
I was planning to use this. I can't say much. Sorry.
Just say the name of it.
Limit ability is. Let's see.
Is what? Just say it. You know, fuck it. I'll just open your sheet myself. I have it. Execution?
Really?
What happened?
Oh, Dennis, hello?
What now?
You hear me? Hello?
What happened?
I can hear you now. And you can hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Did you lose? Did you lose us?
For the 4th time. Fuck now.
Is it execution you were trying to tell us before you lost us?
Yes. For the 4th time. Execution.
Okay, because like you.
Discord went blue.
Okay, let me double check the ruling on execution in the book. It takes a standard action to use in combat. The damage dealt by execution. Blah 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 blah.
All enemies.
Okay.
In effect, no.
You still need an
edit
attack
weapon
roll.
properties.
It has no weapon properties. Deals your avoidance score times your level plus 2d6 points of armor damage. And the target suffers a penalty to their armor and magic armor scores equal to your mind attribute until the end of combat. Okay. So your avoidance is 10, so that'll be 10 times your level, which is 6. So that'll be 60 plus 2d6 arm damage. If you hit, you still have to make the accuracy.
10.
Ninja.
Question. What about the images, or are they gone now? The duplicates.
Your images are
They
still
give me a
present
+1.
because you haven't been hit. So your avoidance is actually increased because of that. Because each one,
13.
yeah. So 13 times, Jesus Christ. So 13 times 6. Okay, hold on a second. I'm hearing some really weird sounds. I need to go see what they are. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Good timing. Our DM has vanished and the lodge is kind of frozen.
Ah, if my other ability is still on, that'd be 16 times.
So what was it that execution does?
Basically, it's
So
going to do
the-
a shit ton of damage.
Yeah, it's going to do a shit ton of damage. It's his avoidance times his level plus 2d6. And again,
Yeah,
with all the bonuses, his avoidance is 13. So that's 13 times 6.
Limit breaks now having to be 25% HP or lower. That's going to change a lot. Campaign 2 is going to be more difficult, isn't it?
I mean, it makes sense. Like, limit breaks are supposed to be like this big thing that you're supposed to do like when you're on your last leg.
It would change a lot of the dynamic in various fights I've had in Eno. It was a cat.
Oh
It was a
my.
cat.
You're a cat.
20.
Me.
Yep, Maya's in the room now. All right, the noises I heard are just my dad cleaning the thing. All right, so need an accuracy roll from darkness if you're doing execution.
20. Hang on, let me see.
That's what you rolled in total?
Oh, wait, accuracy.
Yeah.
It's 12.
12. Well, that'll hit. All right. So real quick, tell me your mind stat so I can apply the penalties to her arm and magic arm.
5.
Okay. She just doesn't have a magic armor stat now.
So she had 5 magic armor?
Yeah.
I made a dog.
All right, so now 2d6 plus 78 points of damage. My cat is giving me the stink eye because I've gone and trapped her in my room. Also, your dice cam is off, Darkness.
I just imagined it. It just imagined
Let me out, mortal.
I don't know about mortal. Maybe more like fool.
6 and a 5.
6 to 5.
All right.
Servant, peasant.
1.
Servant,
This
peasant,
person is
slave,
with me.
pillow. All right, so that is that was an 11 you rolled in total there.
6, yeah.
All right, so that comes out to a total of 79 damage to Echidna. All right, so as Echidna is still prepping this slow action, Varian, you kind of look up at her and, like, under your mask, you just kind of smirk. And to the rest of you, you just see, like, this sort of effect on the base of Echidna's body that's connected to the roof, where, like, you just see this, like, sizzling, acidic popping in the roof. And Echidna looks up and is like, what?
Get the fuck down, you snake bastard.
I mean, she's adhered to the roof. She literally can't get down from it.
Can if we tear her from it.
Well, either way, so that is the damage you did. Very nice. Let's see here.
Nice.
I'm going to remind myself of the other effects of that. All right. Okay, so. All right, so that is Varian's action. Okay, Huala's gone. I was AFK for a bit, so I kind of forgot who's done what so far.
I cast wall, and that was it.
So, yeah.
Right.
Preya, Rhonda, and Rala still have their actions.
Okay. Preya, what you doing?
Don't move within a medium range. Whatever you do. The spell I cast you to absorb whatever he's about to try and do to you, you need to stay at least a medium range away for it to work.
Stay away.
Can I still move?
Yeah, you still have a movement action, Varian.
Yeah, Ari. If you go closer to him now, you're one medium range away now. If you go closer to him, the spell I cast to protect you from how he's about to try and kill you won't work. You need to be far away.
Can I actually move?
Yeah, you can
You
move. You have a full
You can
movement
move
action.
back, just don't move any closer to it.
Yeah, I can try.
You can what?
How do can I do move? Like, move back?
Yeah.
You can move back.
Yeah, you can move back. You should be able to move your token just by clicking on it and dragging it around.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Is this good?
Yeah, that's fine. All right. So that's Preya.
If you don't have any other action to do, you could also guard, which will up your defenses even further from protect.
Yeah. You spend your turn assuming a defensive stance, which basically just creates a protect effect, and when layered on top of protect, it reduces incoming physical damage to just a whopping 1/4 of its full.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you're gonna go into a defensive stance then.
Yeah.
All right, you go into a defensive stance. All right, who else? Ronva and Rala, right?
Ronva.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay, let's do Ronva first.
And that bonus to our damage lasts all round, right?
All combat, plus 2 steps. That just sticks.
More Fira.
More Fira, okay. And you've already done your swift cast, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, so that'll go off next turn.
Okay, and Rala, what you doing?
No, stop. Okay. Okay. 30. Can you just remind me what blessing does again? Or
Blessing.
Explain it maybe better.
Okay, blessing. You bestow your strengths upon another. Casting blessing causes the character to lose the benefit of one positive status effect they currently possess, and grant that status effect to 2 allies of their choice. So, as of right now, that wouldn't really work because all of you have the exact same positive status effects. So,
Okay.
there are no positive status effects you presently have that no one else does. So, casting that right now would just be a waste of MP.
Yeah, no, I wanted a better explanation of it.
Yeah. You're basically just taking a powerful buff you have, splitting it in half, and giving it to 2 friends.
Like, for example, if you put Ruse on yourself, and then you can transfer Ruse to 2
There's
other...
just 2 people. Yeah.
Ruse is not a positive status condition. It is just a spell effect, so that wouldn't work.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, like it's not listed in the list of positive status effects, so it would not fall under the jurisdiction of blessing. But for example, if you had haste, you could pass haste around.
Regen.
Yeah.
That's another one.
Yep, regen.
Regen. Yeah. All right. All right. Well, that's actually good to know, just in case.
Yeah.
Ahead of time. Okay. So then that changes. I'll just use it on myself. I'll just cast Ruse on myself.
Okay, I'll go for the start of your next turn.
Thank
And I
you.
believe that is everyone.
Yep.
So it is back to the Echidna. So the Echidna's eyes still locked on Preya, and she lifts her hands up. But as and Preya, you look down, and for a second, you see the ground beneath you starting to churn and rumble. And it's like it's about to try and reach up towards you, but before it can, this silvery sort of force emerges from the air around you and pushes down on the rising up rocks and forces them back into the foundation where it belongs before the effect ends. And Echidna growls angrily in her throat. Her eyes lock onto Vral.
No.
This one is entirely too much trouble.
Glad to be of service, freak.
She's gonna slither forward a bit.
So what was she trying to do?
She was using an attack called Entomb, which would have dealt damage and inflicted petrification.
Yeah, no.
There was a
So-
wall in the way.
All right, so Echidna has traversed right up into your face, and her eyes glow orange as she begins another slow action and expends 20 MP to begin casting a spell,
How does she know?
Oh dear.
with Vral
Okay,
as the target. All right, so back to the rest of you. Slow actions before anything else. All right, Rala, you were casting Ruse on yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Ruse, so your avoidance is increased by 2 until the end of combat.
Yep.
Okay, any other slow actions, Ronva?
Mine. It's another
Fira, right?
spell.
All right. Oof. Oofda. All right. spell blasts against her front again. Another big fireball that kind of sends all of your hairs flying back. She's looking pretty hurt. All right, any other slow actions? Guys?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
All right.
Mm-mm.
All right, back to the rest of everyone else.
Question: Green Reflect can it only be used on allies, or can you do it on yourself?
Green Reflect. Let me double check the wording on that one.
That's one you made.
Yeah, I'm checking it. Give me a second. Green Reflect. Once per combat as an instant action made... Okay, once per combat as an instant action made when an enemy uses a spell or attack on an ally within a medium range of the Watcher. So the spell has to be on a friend.
Okay.
So unfortunately, no. You can't use it to protect yourself from this.
Someone else go. I need to think what I need to do here.
All right. Let's go with a Varian first. What you doing, Ratman?
Man,
Why are you laughing?
we call me.
Rat man.
Rat man.
Batman.
I'm gonna. Let's see.
Can you speak up a little louder, honey?
Oh,
He does have people sleeping, so he has to speak in a bit of a mumble, unfortunately.
yep.
Yeah, I know.
What you got, Darkness? Just gonna attack?
Yep.
All right. All right. Need an accuracy check then.
Grim Reaper won't work still, so let's do it.
I love the light.
I get the torch.
Torch.
Bollocks. Are you over that one?
All right. All right. A 4 and a what now?
We can't see the other die.
Camera angle's a little off.
A little bit, huh? Dangle.
Let's see. So in total, that would be 11.
11 hits. Roll damage.
Five.
All right. 5 plus your dex times 3, because you got your weapon back.
So my dex. Oh, 36. So 41.
All right. All right, so you give a quick sideways slice with your blade, putting a nice little gash on her forearm. All right, Preya, what about you?
Whack it.
You just gonna go for an
Whack
attack
it.
roll? Okay, accuracy check.
Whack it.
Bop it. Whack it.
Bop it. Twist it. Kill it.
Okay. For accuracy?
Yep.
Yep.
Please let it be good this time. If not, I'm gonna scream.
Well, you better get screaming.
Yeah, because that just misses. I'm sorry.
Scream it.
Well, we know how you're setting yourself up for the campaign here.
All right, so once again, Preya, you try to give out a slash with your sword, but Echidna is just really agile and once again dodges around your attack. All right, Ranva!
I hate everything at this point.
Oh no. Oh god. Let's see here.
What do you think? Brawl is going to. Can't really move anywhere, can he? Limits and actions. Grimwald Sun. That's not going to work here. If that's not going to work. So I guess Brawl is just going to start casting Seal.
All right. I'm going to go for the start of your next turn. Rala.
How do like the regular abilities work? Just out of curiosity.
You would read their description. A lot of them like indicate the type of action they take up. Some are standard, some are slow.
Wait.
Mhm.
Wait, one other thing. Before he starts casting Seal, I was going to do this. Instead of movement, takes a health potion. Number one.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That'll get you back up. Probably.
Yeah. 75%. It's fine.
So you get back 56
There you
HP, so you're at max. So yeah, you chug a potion and start casting Seal. All right, now Rala. Why? Which ability were you thinking of using?
Can you only use one ability at a time? Or
They're-
depends on
they're-
what each one does?
Yeah, it kind of depends on what each one does. Some are like certain types of actions. Some are instant actions. Some are happen as reactions to something happening. Some are slow actions. It just depends. You kind of have to read the text.
Okay, so if I wanted to use Peaceful Messenger and then towards Reprimand, would that work?
Peaceful Messenger. You may add a bonus equal to half your healing skill to your inquiry and negotiate skill checks. And Reprimand, you said?
Yeah, which is, I think it's a slow action.
It is. As a slow action, you may give a good scolding to the nasty monsters intent on ripping your allies to shreds. Target one enemy, then make a negotiation check opposed by their finesse check. If successful, the target is considered to be scolded. So yes, Peaceful Messenger would increase the effect of Reprimand because it adds something to your negotiation skill.
Okay, so can I do that?
Yeah, if you want to
That'll be a
begin a
slow
slow action to use Reprimand, by all means, that'll go off at the start of your next turn.
Telling off the Amber Demon.
She's the Fluttershy of the group. Let her out.
Freaking
Alright.
Freya can't get a hit in, I'm gonna scold it. Why do you keep dodging? Let her hit you!
Making her feelings.
All right, I believe last one up is Ronva then. What you doing, Ronva?
Therapy after this.
I'm trying to think. You know what? Well, it worked so well last time.
Of course, version.
Hey, okay, therapy.
Okay, so wait, here's a question. The thing doesn't technically have any armor or anything, so can I even use melt?
You could, but it wouldn't really do anything. It would just do the flat damage once, and then that would be it, because she's not wearing anything, and she's not made of an otherwise inanimate material. She's a flesh and blood being, so melt isn't really she isn't an ideal target for melt.
Fair enough.
Question.
Well,
Does
if it ain't broke.
confusion go off?
What?
What?
The touch of confusion, does that go off because that's on my weapon?
Confusion? Let me double check your thing here. Okay, so the way that works is, I'm pretty sure status touch, you have to declare you're trying to do that. Let me double check that. Status touch. Status
Pretty sure, yeah.
touch. Status touch. Status touch. Motherfucker, where are you? Status touch. You can attempt to add the specified negative status condition to the target on a successful weapon attack by choosing to deal 50% damage. And that usually does have an opposed roll, which would be force. So you have to declare that you're trying to apply that when you make an attack roll.
Okay.
And as for me, if it ain't broke, use fear.
All right, Fira it is. All right. It is.
Exclamation!
All right. Back to the Echidna's turn. Her slow action goes off.
And what should she be doing?
I can take it.
She is attempting to cast Zombie on you.
Ow.
Ooh, that's not good.
So I need you to make an opposed finesse check, Vral.
I'm rolling 3 die. I'm using my last destiny point.
Okay.
Zombie.
Huh. On my screen, my die show up as a 4 and a 4, but in the chat, they read a 2 and a 1.
I know it's done that before.
That's why I prefer the
You always re-roll if you don't know which one it was.
Yeah, I'll reroll.
Shit.
It's the same
Okay.
thing.
And now they line up. So I guess I'm just doomed to go with a 2 and a 1. Okay, so you need to beat an 8. 15. Okay, so this sort of miasma of crimson, black, and green starts to rise up around you, and you feel it start to seep into your flesh, but you sort of force it off and push through it, and you give the echidna above you sort of a cocky look, at which the echidna just kind of nods slowly. And she's going to make that claw attack against you again.
I protect this time.
Yep. So it's a 14 to hit.
Hits.
All right. Tell me your armor, please.
10.
All right, and we'll half this number. So 90 divided by 2.
45.
So you take 45 points of damage as the claws rake across you, but your spell swallows the worst of it. And with that, party slow actions resolve.
I use Steel.
All right, your spell goes off. That's an opposed finesse check to try and keep this bitch from casting spells.
Yep.
So, rollies. She rolled a 12.
10.
10? Does not hold, I'm afraid. The electric energy sort of starts to crackle around her throat, but she just lets out this piercing shriek. And the energy shatters and does not stick.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Again, I want to adjust his volume. He does it.
Yeah. All right. So, were there any other slow actions going off? Oh yeah, Viera.
I'm gonna. I kind of want to see what Rolla's does first.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Ralla was using reprimand. Okay, Ralla, you need to make a negotiation check versus Echidna's finesse.
Their finesse. And again, hon, you get your healing skill. Yeah, you half your healing skill on top of your negotiation.
Okay, so how do you do the half of 5 when it's a
You
3?
always round down. In this game, you always round down
Okay.
if you get a decimal.
So it's 2.
So 2. Okay.
On top of whatever your negotiate skill is.
So that would be, I guess, 7 then, because it's at 5 already.
So it's plus 7. Ooh. Come on, honey. Come
So you
on.
literally can't
Come
fail
on.
this unless you're a crit fail.
Okay, so.
And that means I need to go tell myself what the hell reprimand does.
Can I have Loki like just yell at her?
Just have her, just like her and Loki just reprimanding this bitch. Dude.
I don't know why, but Darkness, my old friend, is playing in my head right now.
That's my old friend.
I hate you.
So it's just roll d6 plus
Roll d6 plus 7.
yeah. Alright. Oh, that's equals. Whoops. Ah.
And
Okay. So, following, you're watching like the echidna bring its claws across Rawl's front, letting out the scream to resist the effects as everyone else is sort of getting their things ready. You're like getting ready to do your own thing when then Loki suddenly just starts piping up. Oi, saggy tits! Stop being mean to the rat lady. It's rude, don't you know? Come on, you're a big epic monster. Have some class. And Echidna just looks at him and blinks a few times. What? Ronva, your spell goes off.
Just like in the confusion, Ralph would just freaking hit scream with the fire.
It's just that one meme that I'm thinking about. I'm literally crying.
My cheeks hurt.
Welcome to D&D, ladies.
Oh my god.
I think we're gonna be just fine.
So tell
Totally not me dying in the corner.
tell everybody else what reprimand does.
Okay, so, whenever the game master wishes to take an action with a scolded enemy, he must inform the white mage of what the monster intends to do. This might be through body language, or direct description, or the creature just straight up asks, like, "Would a Fear spell be alright?" And then the white mage may choose to either approve of the action or deny it. If the white mage denies the action, the monster can still go through with it, but suffers from the effects of power break and magic break until the beginning of its next turn, as the uncertainty becomes overwhelming. Alternatively, the monster may simply choose to use another spell or attack it possesses and use that without penalty. The effects of reprimand last until the end of the battle. Though notorious monsters and bosses may expend 1 point of destiny to end the effects of reprimand and render themselves immune to further uses of this ability. And GMs may choose to grant additional bonuses to the negotiation skill if it is roleplayed especially well. So she does have the capacity to end it, but she has to spend destiny to do it.
And I imagine like she only have one for a limit break.
Yeah.
Or she even has one.
She does. She has a limit break. All right. Were there any other slow actions in the works at that point?
No, that's good.
Okay. Then hop to there, guys.
Basically,
Dark, you're trying to do something?
Echidna has to ask permission to use attack snap.
Yeah.
So, Jarmus, I'm sorry what I posted chat, but it must be done.
What did you do?
I'm not going to watch that right now because we are recording, so. All right. So, back to the party's turn. Now the solo actions are resolved. Who wants to go first?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Vral, you wanna?
Alright. I'm mildly offended that I got flawed, so. And
Nice.
ignore it.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
with the +2. Yeah, I'll hit it in the face.
The +2 to your accuracy is no longer in effect. It only applies once, but the +2 damage steps is still a thing.
Yeah, I'm talking about the damage steps.
Right.
Not the
I
accuracy.
can whack it with confusion. This
You
time.
could try.
Well, we'll wait until Vral's done. Vral's already started.
14.
14 to hit. That hits.
Yeah. Alright. 64 points of damage.
Nice. All right. Echidna takes the hit. An arrow embeds itself into her shoulder, like right on near her collarbone.
And I'm going to. Oh dear.
Okay.
Not quite clumped.
All right. Varian, what are you doing? Oh dear.
Hey.
Yeah, I see it. Critical success on your attack roll.
That's a crit.
Are you trying to apply confuse?
Again?
Yes, I am.
Okay, that'll still require a finesse check, but your damage will be doubled. But it'll just balance out because, you know, or not finesse, force rather, because it's coming from an attack.
Yep. Confusion. 9
Ooh.
Okay. Well, either way.
mixed with.
All right, so she rolled a 15.
Oh, I just had the roll.
Yeah, it's your force you're rolling. So you rolled a 9 at base, so add your force to it. Why are you re-rolling? You already rolled a 6 and a 3.
Oh, sorry.
plus, so 6 and 3 is 9 plus force. What's your force?
4.
No.
That does not.
It does not apply confuse. Though that being
Off
said, because
1 point.
because it was a critical hit, your damage will not be halved. So just roll your damage as normal. It'll be 36 plus 2d6.
Stay there. 7.
7. All right. So 36 plus 7. All right. So I'm going to go with that. Another potent swing from you, Varian. Another slice across her, like the back of her hand as she's reeling from all these things hitting her. Preya, what are you doing?
I believe.
One more whack.
One more whack.
Come on.
Come on. I've stood up for you. I'll give you the confidence. Come on.
Come
You
on,
can do
female twin, earn your name.
Come on.
You know what?
Good.
Just because I'm nice, I will let you add an extra d6 to this because of Loki shouting in your favor.
So 3d6 instead of 2d6.
Priya, she can do it. No one
3. Wait,
Yeah.
a 3?
3d6
So, yeah,
this
you
one
get-
time because Loki was so, like, he was giving you this shout of confidence, so you have this little surge of inspiration to strike more accurately. Just for this one attack.
With accuracy, right?
With accuracy.
So yeah, accuracy. So just 3d6 plus your accuracy.
can do it.
Actually praying for the first time in years.
Oh my. Pray, dice gods, they do not listen.
Oh, damn!
There we go.
You didn't need the extra d6.
But it's
All
still
right.
good.
All right, 17 to hit. Roll damage. This will be your dex times 3
Thank
plus
you, Loki.
2d6.
Hey, oh, wait,
You're welcome! All right, so that will be 36 plus 2d6.
What about her status effect? Does she want to add it?
That's up to
she have one?
Preya.
I mean, what is it again? Let's see.
The Sword of Yang does not have a status condition it can apply.
Okay.
It can break through barriers, but it doesn't apply a status effect.
Okay, so roll that damage.
The numbers, Isaac, where are they?
Scythe is so sad.
What?
Scythe.
Waiting on the damage roll.
Yeah, it hasn't showed up in chat yet.
Wait, oh, for me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes!
Yeah, because you hit.
Sorry.
You rolled a... Are you just so used to not hitting that you just assumed the position?
Oh.
It's okay.
So 2 or just
It'll be 2d6 plus 36.
plus 36?
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh,
Like that.
please get
Yep.
43
43 damage.
All right. Finally, with a little bit of cheerleading from the rambunctious staff, you get in a quick jab and actually manage to land a pretty positive thrust against one of Echidna's shoulders. And she slides back a bit. And I believe that's everyone, right?
Actually,
No, it's very. That's
actually-
just that. Yeah, the other twins still have to go.
yes. You first time.
Get soggy tit.
That was hilarious.
I mean, to be fair, you can see Echidna's tit in her sprite art there, and it is pretty saggy. It looks like
Oh
a
my.
stalagmite.
Oh my god.
Which I guess makes sense, given she hangs from the roof.
Alright. I'm going to do Kira on everyone in the party.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
How much MP is that again?
Hell,
It's 30.
All right, you're down to 47. And Ranva.
Let's see here. You know what? Wait. Viera again?
Okay. Old Faithful. And now it is to Echidna. So Echidna.
I know that. I know that tone. I know what's coming. I
Echidna.
know it so well.
So Echidna is very, very unhappy right now. She just got she just got scolded by an angry stick. She got blasted in the face with a fireball. Her home is being invaded. She's in a lot of pain. She's well under half HP.
Also, again, you need to ask permission.
Yeah, I know. So
I always love it. We can always tell when you can do the bit because you always just have a certain tone of voice. When you go, so, insert enemy name here. Every
Right.
time.
So, yeah, so Echidna is sort of like just going to, and like her hair is going to start whipping around angrily as if she's a Medusa, but the last second her eyes are going to sort of dart back towards Loki and Rala. Do you approve or disapprove the use of her limit break?
Why did I whip my hair back and forth by Will Smith?
You said like if I say no, like there's like something else that could happen, right?
If
Oh,
you
she
say
can
no,
still
if you say
do
no,
it.
she could either go through with it with a penalty, or just pick a different attack and use that instead.
Access denied.
I was gonna say no then.
Okay.
So she can still do it, but
Or she gets a penalty if she does it though.
Yeah. If you say no, then her damage output will effectively be halved.
I'm gonna say no. No, you are not allowed to do it.
no, you are not allowed.
9 denied.
All right. Well then, if that is the case,
Oh boy.
well,
A gift.
if that is the case, if you're telling her no, you can't use your limit break. There's like this moment of like incandescent, impotent rage before it melts into this shit-eating grin.
The hell?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And she sort of scrunches herself up to the roof and just comes sliding forward, comes right up to you. Scold me, will you? And lifts up a claw and is going to make an attack roll against you. What is Rala's avoidance?
Rala's avoidance is it's 5, but did I cast Bruise the other time?
You did.
So
So
I
it's
get
7.
7.
Well, it
Well,
doesn't matter. She hit anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what is your armor score?
My regular armor is 12.
All right, and we'll have this result because for one last bit, you are still under the effects of Protect.
Ow.
So yeah, so you take 41 points of damage as her claws come flying forward and
Okay.
crest across your chest and belly area, leaving these big gouges, and you sort of slide back a bit.
Ow.
All right.
Oh, you did not just do that to my little
All right,
sister.
it is
He
back
did
to
stop
the...
at a limit break, and that would have hurt.
All right, it is
Yeah.
back to everyone's turn. And no one is under the effects of Protect anymore. That has run its course.
Mm-hmm.
No actions.
But slow actions.
Yep, your slow actions still go off.
And again, very angry that something just wriggled by her to attack her sister. Viera, boom!
All right, yep, that is a potent. Another blast, this time against the echidna's back. Boom! Big ol' explosion. She hurt, she unhappy, but she's still alive.
How is she looking?
She's under a quarter.
Okay, so we're getting there.
All right, any other slow actions? Oh yeah, that's right. Rala was doing Cura for the whole party.
Yes.
So 2d6 plus double your mind. And everyone gets that back.
Mind 24, so
31.
All right, everyone gets back 31 hit points.
And pretty much me and the ninjas are back to full.
Mm-hmm.
And so is Brawl.
So a wave of healing light radiates outward from you, and your allies all feel a surge of rejuvenation into your system. You are good.
yay!
All right.
Alright.
It's good.
You are outmatched, fiend. Accept your death.
All right, what are you doing there, Vral?
Shooting it.
All right.
Shoot it.
Shooting. Also, just realised retroactively, that second time it clawed me, it should have taken 9 damage.
Right.
Right, Jagged.
All right. Accuracy check.
I hit.
Yeah, her avoidance is 10. So,
Yep, I have 3 and a 5 plus 4. Yes.
yep, that's a hit.
Confusion.
66 damage.
Alrighty. Okay, she's looking pretty rough. Varian, you're trying to apply confusion?
Yep.
Alright, well, first, make an attack
12
roll
in total.
for
Okay.
your accuracy.
Yep.
11. Alright.
It's a 6 and a 1. It's 12 in total.
Alright, you need to make the force check to try and apply the effect.
Okay.
She got a 14.
Come on. I want to see what confusion does. Come on.
Plus 4.
Nope.
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 Alright.
8.
Alright, so let's go ahead and roll your damage, and then I'll have the result, and that'll be what Echidna takes.
I still love that reprimand basically just made her not do her limit break.
Alright, 9.
I mean, I knew it was had consequences, but
Alright. So it's not too much damage, only 12 this time, but still. It's a hit. Alright. So, who next?
Freya, keep your momentum and keep striking!
Vral shouting encouragement.
Using your name, you might note.
I'm just trying to, like, see if I could do throwers.
You gonna throw your weapon?
And you
Yeah.
can.
Alright, that'll have a +4 to your accuracy.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Roll accuracy. 2d6 plus your accuracy and add 4.
Let it be good this
Let it be good this time.
So much screaming.
Yes!
Okay,
No.
but you haven't added the 4 from throw, right? So your accuracy is 4, throw is +4,
So it's 13.
so that hits.
You hit.
That hits.
So yes,
Okay.
so 36 plus 2d6 damage, if you would be so kind.
Yes, sir.
It's a good thing I warned her about the dice being bog.
You have 3 destinies, so you could always add extra dice as well.
Do your accuracy checks at
Plus
least 3.
30, plus 36, right?
Yeah, 2d6 plus 36.
2d6 plus 36. Just want to make sure.
Yep. Like that.
Okay, please.
Uh,
45.
Oh, nice.
I don't think.
All right. Who next? The mage twins have still yet to go.
Now, was it Throw that did the time thing, or was that something else?
Time thing?
Oh, the Shadowbind.
Do that.
No, that's a different attack.
Okay, sorry.
And I don't think Preya has Shadowbind.
Okay, fair.
Let me look.
Okay.
I might be wrong.
You
You do have it.
I do.
Yes.
But she needs to be a medium.
Yeah, you were with.
Away.
Yeah, you were closer than a medium range, so they can't do it from here anyway.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry about that.
It's all good.
20 for another Fira.
I was thinking you were just gonna whack it. It's right there.
Would, but then I was like, you know what, throw it. I don't care.
I was talking more about Ranva.
Well, Fira does more damage.
Fair enough.
And Rala.
What you doing, Rala? Oh, sweet! My audiobook is for sale. Nice. Yeah. I just found out. I just got the message like the audiobook you were working on.
What is this audiobook you speak of?
Shut up! I'm happy.
I'm sorry. I'm just like Rala's trying to think of a strategy, and then just Loki all of a sudden says, "Oh, I got my audiobook."
Just to be able to saying that so loud, and then everyone's looking at him like, what the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell? Other hell.
What the hell? What the hell?
How do the limit breaks work? Where it costs destiny, right?
To
Yeah,
use
but
a
you
limit
need to be-
break, you have to be under 25% of your max HP.
Got it.
Limit ability, though, you can just use.
Yeah, but it won't help us. All right.
Yeah, unfortunately, her limit ability won't be useful right now.
Oh, we can do one more thing. She has
Oh,
unspell. Instant action.
Which
You know what?
What?
Are you talking about darkness?
She's got unspell. She could use before.
Unspell.
Unspell gets rid of a positive status effect, which she doesn't have on her right now.
Yeah, it would be useless to do that right now.
I'm gonna give Loki what he wanted before, just for the hell of it. I'm just gonna hit it.
Okay.
with Loki.
Make an accuracy check.
Broken!
The pacifism is broken.
Hey,
But Loki
pacifism.
wants to hit it, not me. I'm
Hey,
just gonna
hey.
stick out the staff, and then Loki's just gonna hit.
Hey, being a pacifist does not mean you're not allowed to defend yourself. It just means that's not your
Yeah.
preference.
Yeah, I'm not going out of my way to kill people like the freaking little rat person that's got the whole list.
But you are allowed to hit things to defend yourself if you're under attack.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick out Loki, and then he's just gonna hit her. He can move.
Alright.
Well, I mean, he's a
Okay,
stick, so he
fine.
kind of can't, but yeah.
The first thing that moves, Loki.
Oh my god. Alright, hon, you gotta roll accuracy then.
Alright. So just roll d6 and then the accuracy.
2d6
Yep.
and add your ACC. Yes.
Okay. Alright, it just slashed me. I need to defend myself. It just came up and attacked me.
Yes, and your big sister blasted it in the back with fire.
Okay.
No, I did it wrong.
You put the slash in the wrong
wrong
place,
Blast first.
and there's no space
Ah!
in the 2d6 plus.
Yeah, okay. Whoops.
Whoops.
D6. I was close.
You were close, you're okay.
Rather doesn't know how to hit things.
That's
No.
7.
Oh,
Yep, not
That
7.
gets hard.
7 does not hit, I am afraid. So you
I tried, Loki.
So you go to swing Loki at the echidna, and she just lifts her head up, and Loki is just like, "Get down here so I can bite you on your chin, you big son of a bitch." And I believe that is everyone.
Yep.
That is everyone.
So it is back to Echidna.
Oh no.
Oh, great.
And
So,
what does she do?
Well, Echidna does not like the staff.
Oh, no!
Well, she has to ask permission first.
She's going to use her point of destiny to nullify that.
Oh no.
Crap.
And she is going to make an opposed force check against Urala to try and take your stick away.
No!
Gonna kill Loki.
So she rolled a 14.
Oh, no.
You can add extra dice with destiny. Just saying.
And then what am I rolling for?
Force.
You're rolling for force.
You can add. Spend a single fate point, or destiny point rather, to add an extra dice. So you can, if you have 3 destiny points, you can add extra 3d6s to the roll.
Okay, I'll do that then. I'll do an extra die, so...
So it's 3d6 plus your force.
So... Okay, oh god, I'm scared.
It's okay, honey, I believe in you.
Oh my god. Okay.
I wish I could hug you so we could be loose together.
Ral is gonna be really upset if she loses Loki. Okay, and it's a 3d6, okay.
Yep.
I don't want her to lose Loki either, because she has an attack.
Oh my god.
I used all my destiny. Oh,
Oh no.
It's the same.
Meeting.
You could, before confirming, because we don't know which way it goes. I think the. Because we don't know which way that goes, I think I know. You can add 1 extra d6 before you confirm and lock it in.
I already plucked it in.
Yeah, once you've confirmed the amount of destiny you're plunking in, you have to decide that in advance.
So
Why did I
it's the
imagine
same.
So, I think the way I generally rule it, in the player's favor if you get a match. Either that or we just re-roll.
I always thought it was in favor of the attacker. You hit.
I don't know why, but I just imagine a tug of war between the echidna.
That's what I'm seeing right now.
Tell you what.
Rerolls are also a thing.
Let's do a re-roll so we don't get caught up on the technical details. Just seems fair. Oh dear.
Hi, Loki.
No.
Okay, re-roll your 3d6 plus 3.
So is it the same thing?
Yeah, same thing. Just trying to get a different result.
Oh my god.
You can do it.
You can add both your remaining dice, roll 4d6.
Got it!
Am I able to do that after we're doing a reroll or no?
No, it's the same amount of dice for the re-roll.
Okay.
Good.
You're just trying to get a
Alright.
different result to break a tie.
I know.
I believe in you.
No!
No!
Oh no! Okay, so Echidna's claws reach out and wrap around Loki's face, and everyone's like going, "Oh shit!" And for a brief second, you hold on tight, you try to pull Loki back, but then Echidna's just like, peasant, and like flicks you across the face with one of her claws, sending you staggering back a sec and forcing you to release your hold on Loki. And Echidna lifts the staff up, grabs onto it with other hand, and is gonna start a slow action to snap it in half.
No, Loki!
But now,
No, we can kill it. Kill it.
now it's back to the party's turn. Ranva, your spell goes off.
It should kill it.
I do have an idea. I'm just gonna see if the DM will let me do it.
Claim your victory.
That's it.
Loki
She only
lives.
had 101 hit points left.
Okay. Seeing her sister's beloved staff was taken from her, her anger grows, and she casts a much bigger spell, and she just says, and just mimicking Loki, says, "Hey, saggy tits."
And Echidna's head turns back towards you.
Whoosh. And just biggest explosion she's had. all night right in its face.
Okay, so due to the proximity, there are some flames that wash over the rest of you in that corridor. So Varian, Ranva, and Rala, give me just a second here. Because of how big that explosion is in this proximity... fucking where is it? You will all take...
Oh no.
This will be mitigated by your magic armor. One-time difficult terrain fire damage of 68. So again, this is mitigated by your magic armor. So Varian, Ranva,
Don't they
and
still have
Rala.
shell, too?
Oh yeah, so that's halved. So 34. And then
Magic
apply magic
armor?
armor. So Rala, what's your magic armor?
My magic armor is 25.
So Rala takes 9. There's just a few spray sparks and embers, sort of a... Whoop, that was incorrect.
I'm almost dead.
Minus
My-
20, I'll be back in a second, I need the loot.
Okay, you're not affected, Vral. You're too far away. Ranva, your magic armor.
Well, actually, also, I take half fire damage, so...
So that becomes 17 before your magic armor.
Which is 20, so I don't take any.
So you're good. And Varian, your magic armor, please.
Me.
Hello?
18.
Alrighty. So Varian takes 16.
And Preya's too far away to get hit.
Yeah, Prey is too far away. Just anyone currently within melee range of the echidna. So,
I just imagine like Grawl and Preya just see this gigantic just explosion of
yeah, pretty
fire
much. You just see
from
like this big orange poof, flash of fire, and then just a bunch of smoke and dust just comes pouring out, and you hear Ranva go, "Ha!" And you hear Loki go, "Ow!"
Loki!
Loki falls to the floor, a little singed.
Rala's just picking it up and just cuddling it and just hugging it.
Oh, you did wonderful, lady. You did good, sweetheart. Can I take a nap? I'm gonna take a
as
nap.
long as a nap as you want.
I'm
Roll
taking a nap.
It's really good.
I don't know why. But I can
Roll
just see
is-
Fred. I can just see Fred just going like pretty.
And he falls asleep.
Without missing a beat, Roll is just straight looking for the crystal they were here to get.
All right, so
Wasn't it on the echidna?
it was inside Echidna's chest. So Echidna's body is now dangling from the roof, her head missing, and the whole body is just smoking and blackened and shriveled up and charred.
Whoa.
And gradually, at this
So-
point, the various and the buffs you got before, wall and shell and whatnot, all those things begin to wear off.
So, how do we get the thing?
I would
Leave
soon
that
cut
to
it
me.
open.
Cutty.
Oh,
Is
God.
Preya's knife still in it?
Yeah, Prey's knife is still in it.
Roll
And,
grabs it and just starts slicing.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, I won't necessitate a roll for this. You grab onto Preya's knife and just start carving, and it's very gross because like the body is charred and like wrinkly and crispy, so it's just like you're getting like this popcorn-ass crackling sound with every slice.
Varian, you get that side. I'll
Yeah,
get this one.
And the insides are like dry and stringy, but after a moment, you manage to pry open Echidna's body, and the stone falls out.
don't even need to roll for scavenge.
Roll just picks it up and hands Preya back the knife.
Yep.
This is yours, Preya.
Thank you.
Everyone gets 3 points of destiny for defeating Echidna, by the way.
Yay.
Yay.
This is what we came for, though our wayward guard is in no condition to be transported back.
We tried.
I
We
suppose you're pleased with yourself, Ranva.
Hey, I got to explode a big monster. And I got to save my sister's staff.
Yeah, speaking of staff, are you functional?
I think he'll be very functional after a nice nap.
Pity.
Thank you, sister.
Ramva just goes and just hugs her. Anytime. Nobody messes with my little sis.
I'm gonna bite your tits.
She just kind of pats Loki on the head.
God, give me strength.
No touch. No touch.
Freya's just like next to her brother, just like, so how was that explosion, bro?
My life flashed before my eyes for 30 seconds.
30 seconds? Wow, that's
I
a new
hate
record.
Yeah. Hitting the wall does that, you know.
Oh, come on, this isn't nearly as bad. I'd say this is probably my fourth biggest explosion.
Which ranking was the one against the owl?
Oh, I'll say that's probably 6.
But also,
Am I the
I'm not gonna lie, that was actually pretty cool.
only Saint Viera in this entire forest?
What did I
The
do?
shadows.
That's not sane.
You have a talking star.
Mhm. And you have attitude problems.
Okay.
And I have a stubby friend. Would you like to meet him?
No.
Bro.
Raul just laughs and starts walking off.
Oh, we got a laugh.
He left. He left. He left. Quick, take pictures. We left. We got him. He left.
Rama just runs over to and just grabs him by the arm. You laughed. You're growing up.
Yeah, hold him by the other arm.
Raul.exe has stopped working.
Okay.
He does not know how to. He does not physically know how to handle the situation.
Okay. So I think that with that, as you have claimed your reward and are marching out, flustering the shit out of Vraal with Varian and Preya walking in behind, you make your way back to Octamra to report your victory. And I think that is as good a place as any to say we've reached the conclusion of this little one-shot.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay! Very nice. So, all right. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna have any problems come campaign 2. You two are great.
I did not expect Raul's part in this to end with the two sisters on his arms. He does not know what to do with this.
Well,
He is not built for that thing.
well, either way, thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, so much for tuning in to this little episode of Chronicles of Eno. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll be back to our regular routine here before too long. You'll be seeing more of these two newbies in the future, believe you me, and I'm looking forward to it a lot more than I was before now with this little taste. So, once again, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Rakapel.
Bye, everyone.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Hey, saggy tits.